welcome.
Good morning, good morning, good evening,
It
good
is.
afternoon, depending on where you are. But it is
Oh
morning
yeah,
here.
it's morning here. So if it's late at night where you are, good morning. It's morning somewhere in the world. How are you today, Stathi?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm Saturday morning mode.
All right, that's it. It's Saturday morning. Get up and it feels like now we're going to work, do we?
No, no,
No,
it's all good.
it's all good. How is everyone? G'day, Judy. G'day, Mila.
Morning, Judy. Morning, Miller.
How is everyone? If you could please share us out, people, that would be much appreciated. I'm just about to do the same thing.
You guys do the same. Oh,
Yeah, I better share us
I
out.
haven't done this for a while. I forgot what I have to do.
That's okay. We'll get Cindy. Can you please guide Stathi on what to do? No.
Hey, it's Saturday morning. I haven't even made it to my third coffee yet. I'll get there. I will get there. I will get
I've What am I doing? I'm sharing out. That's right.
there. You're sharing.
Okay. I'm
Thank you,
sharing out.
Miller. Good morning, Denise. I'll say hello.
Yeah, if you could please share us out, people, that would be much appreciated. Okay. Okay, what's this doing? Yeah, look, I'm not in the 100% swing of things at the moment either. Probably because
I get up. I'm having my first coffee, and I get a message. You want to go live?
Yeah, well, I haven't had a coffee yet. I've been.
You haven't had a coffee?
No. They say that the coffee works better if you let your body balance for at least 90 minutes in the morning. Okay, I know these are dark words for you. I don't expect you to comply whatsoever. But yeah, and no, what was it? No, I haven't had any instant coffee. Everything's got to be plunged or coffee bags because when you look into how they extract the coffee in instant coffee, it's like, oh god, you don't want to go there. You just don't want to go there. So
No, you don't want to go there. Let me enjoy my coffee. Come on.
Yeah, okay.
The good thing.
It's like, man, this is the Dark Night of the Soul.
It's so
Stuff,
good,
man.
man.
Talking about coffee. Okay.
How is everyone? How's everyone's Saturday so far? So how's everyone's week been? What's everyone been up to?
Hey, Brianna.
What's your holidays? Sharing is caring.
I am. I'm just sharing now. Not going to the narcissist and empath spiritual group. Not sharing there. They won't want to hear what I have to.
You're always at work, Miller.
Huh.
Still Friday. Well, Saturday seems okay. It's a bit grey, but not bad.
It is. It's a bit grey. Okay. Oh. So I've got up. I've had my lemon water. Then I've been on for the last 3 weeks, or just over 3 weeks now. Came up to the 4th week. Celery juice in the morning for a cleanse, and I've got a cold pressed juice. So this is what is it? Apple, a little bit of celery, carrot, spinach, spirulina, dulce, coriander, all the good stuff to flush the heavy metal toxins.
Have you thought of diluting some of that and giving it to your plants as well? I'm not
What?
kidding.
Not the price of bloody dulce, man. It's like, oh god, it's expensive. It's the red seaweed from the Baltic Sea.
Yep.
And it's heavy
Have
metal.
you question? Have you eaten any of the corn yet?
No. Oh yeah, I had one little nibble off of that. Oh yeah, I'll go and get it. Check out this, people.
It seems like you always are at work, Miller. Good evening, Alice.
Yes, as you probably know, I like my gardening, and Stathi gave me a strand of not GMO-free corn called maize, and this is the first one off of the maize. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that red! And
yeah, red that is.
And this is an Indian ancient strand. This is another one. This
nice.
grows pretty small. But see, I was taking some of these off. I thought they were ready, and they were actually small and yellow with a little red line in each thing. And they're pretty peak, but that's it. Yeah, they're very firm. Yeah, it's too hard.
Too hard.
But the plan was to try to use them to make GMO-free, like a flour sauce, and just experiment. But this year, I'm just sort of growing them to get the seeds, so I get more more land. But the pumpkins are going nuts. Is your dad's pumpkins going nuts?
No, they didn't. No pumpkins came out this season, so the soil's not the best at this one. Yeah, look, it's weird. Nothing's popped up. Even his crop is just minimal. It's not the best as it has been.
What about the tomatoes?
Tomatoes are good. He hasn't planted as many, but still, and they're coming through. The cucumbers are coming through. That's about it. He's had his fix of beans. Corn. I have not had any corn yet, but there is a few there which I can actually see as I look out the window. Just not ready yet. Everything's just not as many as it was last year, and the soil doesn't look the best as well. But other than that, having fresh tomatoes, got out garlic, got out tomatoes, got out cucumbers, beans, corn.
I haven't had much success growing. I haven't had much success growing garlic yet.
When my dad puts them in, I'll tell you when to put them in.
Yeah, but I've just been harvesting onion seed at the moment. I've been harvesting a lot of seed, and the snails keep eating my bloody coriander.
Garlic is normally after this season, so it's normally around about autumn. You start planting them mid-autumn or something.
I know, but the amount of garlic I go through, I'm going to need acreage.
Yeah, just plant them everywhere. Plant them around everything you have, but it is, and then they're ready pretty much summertime.
Yeah, well, I'd love to
take them out to a spring, and you sort of leave them out in the sun to dry out, and or plat them if you want.
Yeah, I'd love to have a couple of big plats of garlic hanging. That would be lovely, or even enough onions to do that with. But yeah, I'm going to need a storeroom because the amount of onions and garlic I go through.
Hey, you've got a front yard there as well, remember?
Oh yeah, that's for parking the utes. That's what the lawn's for, is parking the ute on.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so people, I will just, if you would like an extend, we always have some freebies to give away, and we do small readings near the end of the show. But if you would like a guaranteed extended reading, or you'd like to donate for someone to have an extended reading, please donate Exchange Energies to, I'll put it up and I'll pin it. And at the end of the show, I'll do run out readings if I can be bothered. I usually can be. So we'll see how we go. So first, I'll start with the group reading for everyone. See how the energies are going around. Okay. Message for everyone today. Now, People, I'm sorry, but the universe is onto you. It's calling you out. It always does. Okay, people, it's look, time to move forward. Okay, look, people are just, we're still worried about the old things of the past. We're still worried about how things were. We're still worried about the material things. We're still worried about what we want. Okay, and the first card I've got is the autumn card. Release the old and rest. But people, you have to understand that. Okay, people, we seek for happiness and we seek for enlightenment and all these good things, and how we get to that stage. One of the main keys is getting out of want and just accepting things for how they are. Okay, it's all here, people. Come from the heart. It's all in the mind. Okay, because it's just people are too much stress, living in the past, projecting more of the past into the future. Their fears and whatever's going around. There's a lot on the media. Probably not. Just people stop watching the news for one. That triggers the hell out of me. But at the moment, I've got, look, people, follow the voice in your soul. This is a star ancestor saying, okay, what is it that you truly desire in your heart? Okay, we're not talking about material things. Okay, we're not talking about, I want this and I want that and I want this. Okay, the voice in our soul is calling us towards our inner self. And at the moment, it's asking us to step forward and follow that soul, because there's that yearning. There's that time when we're sitting down and you got Netflix on and the universe is, you're saying, I could be meditating, I could be doing something different. Listen to that voice in the soul. But as long as we hold on to the old life and the way things are, we're bringing in resistance against change, because in between these two cards, I've got nothing is set in stone. Things aren't, just because things are this way at the moment doesn't mean they have to stay that way. Because at the moment, moving forward, I've got the action card. I've got people who are still in reaction mode. Still, people are just reacting to everything around them, to circumstances around them. Okay, and when we're in reaction mode, it means, for one, we're not grounded, we're not focused, and it means that circumstances are dictating our attitude. And when circumstances are dictating our attitude, we're in victim mode. And when we're in victim mode, we're not in the driver's seat of life. Okay, we're in the chaos. We're in the 3D chaos. Okay, and underneath that card, people, it's time to release the negativity. When we start to release our wants, these wants, and how things we expect things should be, and how things should make us feel, and how life should make us feel, underneath the Shaolin Master, which is a card about reaction, okay, it's time to release the negativity. Okay, so people, it's time to let go of all the crap. We don't need it. When we start reacting to all these things, this is what makes us react, is because we've got ideals, we've got expectations, and we have to release those. Because the Shaolin Master, he's inverted. He's standing on his head, and he's not a break dancer. Okay, Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. Okay, it's about being purposeful. It's okay. You can get triggered, people. Like when we get triggered, when something comes into our head and we go to get triggered, instead of going blah 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 blah, go, okay, why am I triggered? Why am I truly triggered? Because I feel this way. Why do I feel this way? Okay, this is getting in contact with our emotions. This is part of self-mastery. Yeah, you can. James, you can donate for whatever you want, mate. Not a problem. Okay, but things are changing. I know things are scary. People don't know where it's going, because moving forward, I've got the broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. People, we just have to make peace with it. We have to make peace. Everything is happening for a reason. Everything is what it is. Okay, and the one thing that we can control is how we react. Okay, and as soon as we stop reacting, well, we're going to internally react, but so we've got to work out. We're going to go inside and go, okay, why am I reacting? Okay, this is part of the self-mastery. This is part of getting in contact with our emotions. This is part of understanding ourselves. Okay, and it all starts there. So the universe is saying, come on, people, let go. Okay, release it. Okay, start to move into the light. Start to move in the light. But it takes some steps. It takes some processes that we've got to get on top with. Because if we're not on top of it, we're just getting bombarded by the energetic ecosystem. And these are the tools that we need to learn to move forward. And I'll get a happy card for everyone. Have I got a happy card? Do you people want a happy card? Please give me a happy card. Okay. And the happy card for the group reading is surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take pressure off and where's my glasses? I can't read that. I need my glasses. Okay, people, allow the love and support of others rather than trying to handle everything yourself. Okay. Okay, that was the group reading for everyone. Take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Give it to Nevada because she probably, it's on you, girl. Okay. Now we have a group. Have you got anything for the collective, Stathi?
No, I think everyone's where they're supposed to be at this one. Accept the moment it is. Changes have been occurring, are occurring, will occur. How you react to them is most important.
What mean what? What does that mean? You weren't paying attention. It's on you. Okay. Okay, we're going to give a free, while I open up PayPal, we're going to give away a free reading courtesy of So people pick a number between 50 and 70, and who gets the lucky number? Who gets the lucky number gets the lucky reading. Oh, we've got pay it forwards and all sorts happening here. Nice. So, how are we going? Alison. Yeah, that's the number I probably would have picked too. Thank you, James.
Good morning,
What time is it there where you are, James? Don't say it's the present moment. That's what I'd say. It's the present moment here, but I'm a smart ass. I don't even know what the number is. Oh, okay, you paid it forward, Mila. Awesome.
Thank you, Neil.
Oh man, I asked you 1 minute late, did I?
If this is occurring, I'm going to go and make myself.
It's 10:05 a.m. in Adelaide, so it'd be 10:35 where Stathi is a.m. Oh, Rita, am I going to fall for that? It's my birthday today. It'd be nice to have a read. Okay, well, we're getting the number. Rita. I'll pull you a few cards. Okay. Rita. So keep picking the number. Keep picking the number, people. Has anyone got the number yet, Cindy?
Not yet. Still waiting.
Okay. No worries. Okay, I'll get Rita, and then whoever gets... There's still a number between 70 and 80. Or 50. 50 and 8, 50 and 70.
50 and 70.
50 and 70. Just as well I'm paying attention. Yeah,
Just
intuitive
roll
focus,
off.
not intuitive attention. But yeah. Okay. 50 and 70, James, is the magic number for an extended reading, between 50 and 70. Okay, Rita. Rita, with what's on your plate right now, okay, there's messages trying to come through. There's information trying to come through. There's guidance that's trying to come through. It's trying to come through all over the place. But as we know, that sometimes it's all the answers lie within us. But the problem is the universe or our higher self or whatever you want to call it, that connection is the answer's within you, and you've got the answer that you need right now. But the problem is you're struggling to see it. You're struggling to grasp it. Why? Because you're coming from your perception. It's coming from the perspective that you are coming from at the moment. There's answers that you're after, okay, but from where you're at the moment, you're not in a position. You're not in a position to receive them, okay, because you've got ideals, you've got expectations happening at the moment. Okay, the first card I've got for you is the Trader card. This is about the exchange of energy, okay? And he's inverted, so he's saying to me right now, look, where you're putting your energy at the moment is becoming counterproductive. You're creating resistance, okay? So at the moment, there's in your main pile, there's information that's waiting to come in, okay? And it's to do with... It's to do with someone else, okay? It's information to do with someone else, if you know what I mean, okay? But at the moment, there's ways that you can go about this, but at the moment you're too much inside your head about it, okay? You're creating all these stories, all these expectations, all this stuff. I know it's hard, okay? You've got all these worries going, like, well, you probably got self-judgment, all these things happening on yourself, but at the moment, it's about you releasing all this. Your main action card is a snake. Shed the old skin. Okay, it's time to let go. It's time to let go of the way things were and the way how you should expect things to be. Okay, because at the moment it feels like you're going into the same routines as the old Rita. And Rita, we're here to create something new. We're here to create something better. But moving forward, I've got the wise one. Okay, grow within your current situation. Okay, grow within your current situation. But to do that, we have to get used to being uncomfortable. We have to step out of our comfort zones. Okay, this is the problem. Is it feels like you're wanting the universe. Okay, the universe is trying to give you something, trying to move you on, but you've got your expectation, you've got your ideas on how you want things to work, and you know what? That's not the way it works. Okay, it's about that growth, and the wise one, grow within your current situation. I've got inverted over that. I've got step out of your comfort zones. That means you're staying in your comfort zone. You don't want to move. You don't want to create anything new in your world, except you're waiting for all this stuff to come in. So it's a time where you've really got to look at these actions. Say, okay, look, I got to shake things up. I got to shift things out. I got to change things up, and I got to try something different. I got to move something different, because this is what happens: is we get reading and reading. When's this happening? When's that happening? And it's on and we get reading. Oh, it says it was going to happen soon. Yeah, that's a possible timeline. Are you going to make it happen? Are you going to be part of creating that? So this is about you stepping out of your comfort zones and becoming that creative being. Because at the moment where you're putting your mind and when you're putting your energy, okay, it's being counterproductive. You're just creating resistance. And we're all perfect manifestors. But what are you manifesting? The good stuff is there. The divine timing. It's all trying to work, but you're pushing it away. You're pushing it away at the moment. Okay, and so you've got to go, okay, look, I've got to change things up. I've got to change the way, I've got to change the battlefield in the mind for one. I've got to come from that heart space and expect the unknown. Okay, because, the world is waiting for you to blossom, is waiting for you to come out at the moment. But it needs you to start stepping out of comfort zones. Okay? We've got to get stuck in the same old. inside the head thinking about the same old, same old. Okay, we've got to shape that up. We've got to take steps. We've got to take steps to shift that. Okay, otherwise we end up manifesting more of the same thing. Okay, and I don't think we want to do that. We've got to change it up. Okay, because there's so much things in your life is waiting to bring resolution, to wrap up, so you can move into the new and move into the good and move into where you want to be. But this is for you to create. And at the moment, too much of the old ways you're hanging on to. Okay. This is about looking at your shadow self, looking at your patterns, okay, and breaking those and moving out of those comfort zones, right? So I've got then the show, the real, the will, you, and a personal resolution, a personal issue reaches resolution. They can flip themselves up, and they can end, but it's up to you. Okay, I hope that's helped.
Good morning, Rita. Happy birthday. Rita, just bring your focus to your heart chakra. Oh. Rita, can you go back and remember that day that we met? First time that you saw me. Remember how you felt that day? There was an excitement with you, a curiosity. You're avoiding that sensation, that feeling, that curiosity that exists within you. You're preoccupying yourself, and you have been for a while. There's joy around you, deep inside. You know there's more. You're focusing too much on everyone around you, not enough time on yourself. Do some work on your solar plexus and your sacral, main two areas. Start taking care of yourself and focusing more on yourself and what is right for you than satisfying everybody around you. Bring that curiosity back and work with that curiosity. That's what's going to lead you to what you have been looking for and what you are looking for. It's within you, so find it there. Around you, yes, there's always joy around us, but the deep joy that you're seeking is inside. So find that curiosity again. Work on your two chakras, solar, sacral, keep yourself grounded, and take time for yourself, because that's where you're lacking more than anything else. We're always out to satisfy everyone. So bring it back to now me time. Enjoy your day.
Sorry, just talking with my brother.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, what part? G'day, Catherine. Okay, we've got now the reading to do, courtesy of Healing with Stathi. I'll give you a big clue. Healing with Stathi is that guy. Okay. I'm just going to light some dragon's blood. No dragons actually were harmed in the making of this incense. It is a plant. Looks a bit like a yucca, doesn't it?
Plants are living creatures.
Okay, well, man, I'm a vegan, so So
You're
we have our
harming animal. You're harming life.
we have kids, as like all the people saying, the conspiracy against the humans. I get my plants, my garden in the backyard are just going, yeah, he's just giving us all this nice fatness up, playing us classical music so he can eat us.
Yeah.
And then the other plant turns to the other plant and go, you're so negative, aren't you? You were so negative. He's doing all this lovely stuff for us. And you think, that one's right. That plant's right. Okay, Alison. What have we got for you? What are these cards? Starseed cards. Interesting. Alison, time to shift your focus. Okay? Time to shift your focus. The universe is asking you, do you want change in your life? Okay? Do you want change in your life? Do you want life to keep going the way it's going, or do you want change? The universe is asking you right now. Okay? There comes a point where we're saying, we just sit there and we go, universe, gimme. When's this happening? When this is happening? And we don't see it coming to pass. We don't see it happening. Why? Because it's pretty much our perspective and the way things are getting looked at right now. Okay, the first card I got for you is Starseed. What lights you up? Okay, what lights you up? What brings you joy? Okay, this is about going within. It's a time the universe is asking you to go within yourself and ask yourself these questions. I've got the Hermit card reversed, retreat and recharged. Okay, you're just going through the motions, distraction after distraction inside your head. Things are going through at the moment. The universe is saying, hey, look, you need to pull yourself out of the 3D and start asking yourself some questions, okay? And have that deep and meaningful speak with yourself. Look, on your main pile, the bottom card is the ever-unfolding rose cracks open. It's happening for you, not to you, okay? This is when we look around, Alison, and we go, okay, what can I learn in this current situation? What am I creating in this current situation? All this stuff that's happening to you, we got to get out of the victim. It's not about being the victim going, oh, this is suck. When is it going to change? When is it going to change? What we're going to ask ourselves, okay, why is this happening? Why am I going through this? Why am I creating more of the same? Okay. When we go and do the dishes and the sink, all the water keeps running out the sink, we don't go, oh, this is not fair. And we don't sit there, keep filling up the sink 1,000 times. We go, okay, what's wrong with the sink? Why is it not filling up? But seldom we do this for ourselves in our own lives. And sometimes we got to stop. We got to pause, the hermit. We got to stop. We got to pause. We got to have a look and go, okay, why am I going through these things? Why am I creating more of the same? Okay? Because the universe is trying to get your attention, trying to say, hey, look, this is happening. We're trying to show you something. There's something to see here. Okay? So this is about you at the moment going within and going, okay, what's the dealio? What am I not seeing? What am I missing here? Okay, because if we just go, universe, please give me this. When's this going to happen? When's that going to happen? We're creator beings. It's up to us when it happens. Okay? The energy, the universe, all that, it'll orchestrate, divine timing and all that, but we're the common denominator. Okay? We're here for this experience. We're here to learn. We've come on this earth to grow, to expand. But we've come here to learn and grow and expand. Learn, grow, and expand. If we just keep going through the motions with our hand out, which we all do from time to time, we keep going, why am I getting the same? Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing day in, day out and expecting different results. Okay? So it's just a time for you at the moment to really go within and really do some internal work and have a look at yourself, have a look at what you can change. Okay? But it feels like you've shut yourself off. You've got all these ideals on the way that you think that things should be working, things should happen. But whatever you're going through at the moment, look, you just need to embrace it and make peace with whatever's going on. I'm the peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. And I've got, just say yes. Okay, this is happening. It's happening for a reason. We're just going to make peace with these things and look for the lesson. Look for what we can learn. Why is this happening? Whatever's happening, okay, there's something to learn. There's something to grow from. And it's time to you to go within, take inventory and go, okay, this is how we come into the driver's seat. Okay, and go, what's going on? What's going on? What am I not seeing? What do I need to change? Because we can ask, what do I do next? What do I do next? What do I do next? But do we do those things next? Or do we just go into the same old? Okay, and it's really important for you to protect your energy at the moment, because what is happening, it's dimming your light. Okay, whatever you're going through at the moment, you seem to be getting dragged down to other people's level. Okay, and what lights you up? You know, your first card, and coming into the future, I've got don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Okay, this is talking about the entanglement, Alison. This is talking about you getting dragged in. When we try to move forward and when we try to move through the dimensions and shift in vibration and move up, okay, the chaos, the anchors, the judgment, okay, we go, oh, yeah, it's hard. Yeah, because it keeps dragging us. Keeps dragging us down to that lower vibration. And you've got to stop catering to that lower vibration doing that, worrying about what other people think. You're going to start taking care of your energy, aligning your energy, centering yourself and going, look, I'm not going to fall for that garbage. Someone close to us says something really hurtful and we're like, oh, it's upset me. You know? Yeah, so what? Shift the focus, okay? They're trying to drag me down for their reasons, okay? It's trying to anchor me back down. Don't play that game, Alison. Rise above that game, that 3D chaos. Because it seems to be knocking you about at the moment. And the universe is saying, come above that. It's only a trick. It's only an illusion. This is the illusion that we create around us, that we get dragged back down. When we just have to go, yeah, no, not doing it that way. Not happening. Okay, I'm not falling for it. Because feeders be feeding. Okay, synergetic inner system. Yeah, I'm an empath too. And which means you're not protecting your energy. Okay? It's a tool. Understand the tool. And you can't let it batter you around. Okay? It's not meant to be easy. You asked to be empathic. Okay? Most people are empathic depending on the level they tune into energies. Okay? So you're tuned into this empathic energy. You've got to learn how to protect your energy. These are the basics that we have to master. We're here for self-mastery. You asked for that. Okay, now we're going to try and step up and we're going to work. It's not a blame game, but this is just what we've got to do. because we're going to be accountable for ourselves. We're going to be accountable for our energy, and we're going to be accountable for the way we react. And you're taking on other people's energy. You're going to be accountable for how you manage that. And you've got to integrate that so it works for you and doesn't drag you down. Okay? We're going to do that. We're going to protect our energy because we're in an energetic ecosystem. Okay? This is the ecosystem that we exist in. And we're going to look into those things, and we're going to build on those things, and we're going to work on those things, and we're going to do our hardest. All we can do is be accountable and take control. That's all we got, Alison. And then when you start to do that, the universe will move you up onto new and exciting things, and then it will test you on a harder level. So let's see if she's paying attention. Okay? But that's what we're here for. We're here to level up. We're here to rise. Okay? Because you're in reaction mode, too much reaction mode. And when we go, see, it's hard because I'm empathic. This is not judgment. Okay? Then we become a victim to being an empath. Then we put blame somewhere else. Okay? And we're not here to play the blame game, because the blame game keeps us in the 3D, keeps us in the chaos, and it will stop our growth. But when we go, okay, yeah, that sucked, that hurt. Okay, what can I do about that? How can I protect my energy? That's when we empower ourselves, Alison, and it's time to get our reaction mode and start empowering yourself. Okay? Everything happens for a reason. You're where you should be. What can you learn? Okay? It's time to empower the soul, because if you do this and you move, then look, I got the lady here going, hey, enjoy and enjoy growth and reap the rewards. Okay, where people see, hey, look, I'm hard. It's hard. It sucks because I'm like this. This is where we got to. These are the things that we've got to overcome to grow. These are the things that we got to empower ourselves to learn about ourselves, because we asked for this. Why do we ask for this? Because we wanted to grow through this. We wanted to evolve past this. Okay, it's just the way things are, Alison, and we're going to do our best. We're going to do our best, but we've got to understand those and start taking the responsibility on us, because that's all we can do. That's all we can do. Okay, I'll get you a happy card. Surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine and let spirit work its magic for you. Okay? All we can do is what we can do. Okay? But we've got to do what we can do on our part, Alison, and then watch the synchronicities happen. Okay? I hope that's helped you, love.
Hi, Alison. Alison, I'm going to ask you to just focus on your heart chakra. I just have to, what Brooke said is pretty much what I'm going to say. Bring your focus to you. When you try to explain yourself, no matter how many times you try to explain yourself to the same person, they haven't heard it. They're not going to hear it. If you have to go around constantly explaining yourself to people and they're not hearing you, and you're constantly doing the same thing, they're not ready to hear what you have to say. If you're dumbing down yourself to speak to people, they're not hearing what you have to say. You have to bring it back to yourself, and just accept that not everyone understands what you're going through. This is your journey, no one else's journey. Don't try to tell people what it is. It doesn't really matter for them, because they're not going to hear it. So those who will hear you, you'll know at the right time. What you're doing at this moment is focusing and reacting to situations. Stop reacting. Accept it to be what it is. Don't try and react to a situation. Allow it to be what it's supposed to be and observe it. As you're observing it and not contacting, what you're going to start to do is increase your energy and bring it back to yourself. Because the more you focus on what is happening out there, the more your energy is going out there, which opens yourself up to receive whatever that energy is coming up. So what you're focusing on is actually causing you to feel the way that you feel, because your focus is more external than it is internal. Bring yourself back to you. Keep your focus to yourself. Do not respond or react. Do not try and explain yourself, because when you have to speak, you'll speak to people who hear you. You'll not have to explain yourself. You will do what you're doing because there will be those who are aware of what you're doing and why you're doing that. At this moment, you're searching, but the search is not out there. It's actually inside you. Bring it back to you. Keep yourself present. Keep yourself clear. Observe what's happening. Do not respond to it. And the more you do that, the more you will be more of yourself. Bring your focus back to you. Be aware of what is happening around, but keep your focus to yourself. Don't allow things to distract you. And as you do this, there is the other part with being an empath. Because you're focusing on everything, okay, well, you're drawing everything into you. Learn to focus. When you're with someone, focus on them completely, and you'll feel the energy that's coming through. But you have to know yourself to do this as well. Everyone is an empath. Again, as Brooke mentioned, it depends on what level and what their focus is really on. And that's what it really comes down to. Being an empath means that we are able to focus and be aware of what we're feeling when we're feeling it. It's not right, it's not wrong. We learn that it's what we are feeling. We don't allow that which we feel to have an effect on us. So keep yourself to yourself. Focus deeply within yourself. Everything around you is happening. I said earlier today, energies have changed. Energies are changing as I speak, as you listen, and energies will continue to change. How we respond, how we allow this energy to affect us is completely up to us. It's up to us how we respond to everything. It's all happening. Watch a movie. Doesn't matter what you do, the movie's still going to play out the way it's playing out. Learn to do that. I hope that assists you.
Thank you, Alison. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it, James? It's hard. It's, you know, sometimes it just feels like you go, you know, what's the lesson to make sense of it all? Sometimes it's hard. It's hard, but sometimes it's just like another awakening, a new level of awakening, because it's so much to bear that, man, it just feels sometimes it can drive you to the point of insanity. Yeah. It feels like what's the universe doing to us? Just cracking us open and going, and you're like, now I'm everywhere. Now I got to clean up this mess. Like, it's hard. It's hard.
We have been conditioned to respond in particular ways, and once we realize or see that conditioning, we break it. We acknowledge that what is occurring right this moment. We either hold on to it and allow it to dictate what is going to be the next moment, or we allow it to just be what it is. Okay, on your way. What's next?
Okay. Did you want a reading, James? Because you've donated. I got some pay it forwards. Oh, and that last reading, Alison, that was courtesy of and the last reading was donated by Healing with Stathi. Nice guy. I should introduce you sometimes, but don't make any coffee jokes. He gets a bit funny. Okay, James. James, at the moment, grounding. It's the time now. It's the time now to get out of the head. You know this. Get back to the basics, because there's with the emotions, the heaviness, and the heart, and the stuff going on in your head. This is the battle. This is the battle at the moment. But because you're getting prepared for something else. Okay, whatever you think your mission is now, there's more. There's always more. Okay, the universe has got so much more plans because you've stepped up to the plate, and they're like, oh, we've got clause 3, we've got clause 4, we've got clause 5 on the contract. Looks like he's going to tick a lot of these boxes at the moment. So this is all in preparation for you at the moment. There's a lot going in. And you're very highly sensitive to all these things going on, but at the moment, it's get grounded. It's ground like you've never grounded before. Okay, and go back to those basics. Go back, and just really, this is the big battle. This is a big battle at the moment. Okay, because you need to be prepared. Because it's you know what happens. We go. The more we rise, the more the universe throws us, because we're going into a bigger field. Okay. But you got to keep your faith. You got to keep your faith. You know, things are going to plan out. Things are going to play out. This is all part of the growing. Like because you've stepped up to the plate. You know, and what you do and how you go up things is, it's getting dumped on you at the moment. Okay, but it's getting dumped on you because you have to experience this. You have to experience this, so to prepare you for what you need to do in the future. There's no way around it. Okay, well, it just came up again, so it's just reminding you that the get grounded card has come up. Okay, but things are going to play out. But I've got mission. It's on the ball. But the reason, the grounding, okay, super grounding. Okay, maybe even do some little bit stuff to distract you and have some fun at the moment, because there's healing information coming. Okay, the medicine guardian's coming in. Okay, your guides are coming in. They're coming in to help you with this healing. Okay, to be open with it, but they got to get you in the right spot. They got to, you know how this works. You know how all this works. They're just preparing you at the moment, and when you come into that right heart space, that right perspective, and sometimes we've just, we got to get to that point where it just exhausts us and we've had enough. You know what I mean? To the point where we just crack and we're there like a heap on the floor, but then we're ready to be remolded. You know, we're really ready to be remolded. And it's hard. It's not easy, but it's just leading into that. So there's going to be some stuff that's going to come up. There's going to be some stuff that's just going to knock you about. That's okay. Let it happen. It's meant to happen. Okay, it's meant to be cracked. It's meant to be ripped raw. It's meant to hurt. Okay, it's meant to do all these things. Okay, but it's just getting you into that space where that quiet voice can sit down and start giving you those revelations and go, okay, this is why we needed to get you here. We needed to get you here. We needed to get you on this spot because we need you know how hard it is. It's the preparation, and it'll make sense. And sometimes if the universe just, what it's like, it comes along and it just rips out everything we know, and it just destroys all our beliefs, and it just cleans us out. It guts us, it hangs us on a string, and then rips us all out, so we're just like an empty glass again, an empty skin. And then when we think we can't take no more, he comes and fills us up again. Okay. And I had this inverted. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Okay. This will pass, but it's getting you. See, I just pulled up. A personal issue reaches resolution. That's the energy surrounding this. But just remember, it's happening for you. It's not happening to you. But you hang in there, brother. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And yeah, you know what it's like. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah. But it doesn't. The growing pains as we go through all this, and it rips all the stuff off us that it doesn't want there anymore. It doesn't, even though we sometimes know that reason and we know it's for a reason, it doesn't stop it from hurting. And it's okay to hurt. And it's okay, to cry. It's okay to release. It's okay to go through all that. Okay, we're only human too. Yeah. You hang in there, brother. Heart goes out to you. I mean, you've been a big help to me too. An inspiration to me too. I hope that's helped you, brother.
James. James, I'm going to ask you to focus on your heart chakra, but I also want you to have more focus on your throat chakra. Right now, this moment is occurring as you're listening, as I speak you here. Anything else has occurred. It's not going to occur again. Everything I speak about is this moment, not the next moment. Keep the focus on the throat chakra, dull. Allow yourself to be aware that this is the only moment that you have. There is no moment outside of this moment. This is all that you have, and everything is occurring right now. You're gathering yourself, you're feeling yourself, you're full presence. You feel your throat expanding. Wow. Bring your focus to your heart chakra and you feel the swelling. That is occurring now. You see, all we have is this moment and what we focus on, as I mentioned earlier. Keep your focus to the present moment and do not presume it's going to be anything other than what it is as it occurs. You keep yourself grounded that way. There are things around you, yes, you have a lot, or there is so much around you. A lot which would like to distract you, but more which is guiding you. Don't try to understand it in the manner of what you have been able to understand. This is beyond your words and my words, but there are images there that you do see and very hard to express at times. The more you focus on your throat chakra, the more you'll be able to express them. But they'll be expressed with an openness. It'll be very different to what you have been used to. It'll be more of a direct line, if you like. But you have to let go of what you presume things are. There is a belief there, and that belief, take it with a grain of salt and just put it to the side. Allow it to be exactly what it is. There are things that we believe we know, but when we come to know them, we know absolutely nothing. Allow the heart to express itself, allow your heart to just be exactly what it is. Feel that expansion in it. Feel the energy vibrating all around you. Work from there, and the rest of it comes naturally. You don't need much protection because you are already protected, but there is things that will be presented that you will need to deal with. I hope that's helpful.
You're on mute, Brooke.
Thank you, Cindy.
Keep grounded, James. Keep present. You're grounding to ground, and for everyone, really grounding, being present, being aware of what's happening in the moment as it's occurring. That's true grounding. You're not out in la la land. You're here, present, right in front of you, right now. What's around you? What's happening? What are you listening to? That's grounding. That's being in the present moment and aware of what is occurring as it's occurring in the moment.
And always have your coffee ground.
You have a high energy, James, and many would be affected by you as well. You vibrate at a high frequency. Very hard to get across your message at this moment, but the message that you have to give is not the one that you believe it is. It's a bit different. It's a lot higher than that. But first, I'm not aware if I'm going to make a presumption at this moment to speak light language. You get uploaded, you don't get downloaded, you actually upload. If you're speaking languages clearly, I feel that you're actually already passing on those messages.
Yeah, if it's that late at night, probably not a good time to have a coffee. Unless you drink coffee non-stop, then it doesn't make a difference. So I've heard. Yeah, well, that's it. The mission card came up, James. So change. It's a lot of pressure some days, though. Okay. I'll just check. Okay, now I have a reading to give away from the big-hearted lady, well, as I like to pronounce it wrong, Mila, but it's actually Miller. Did I get it right then? Miller?
You got
Is
it
that
right.
okay?
Yes, apple. Yes,
Apple.
sounds like
Okay.
apple.
Okay.
Or speak. Yeah, it's actually could be speak as well. Miller, speak. Or Miller. Apple.
Where is... There's an old banner up here. Is it... There we go. Christian, are you watching? Are you watching all this coffee talk? Okay. Mila, are you still there? Did you want a reading?
Do you think laptop message is paying it forward?
Okay, I'm going to read Catherine. Are you still there, Catherine?
You're going to read Catherine.
Hey, Emma. Hey, Denise. Okay, Catherine. If you could just focus, take a big breath in through your nose, big breath out through your mouth. Just do that again. I want you to focus on your heart space. Okay. Focus on that heart. Oh, must be wintertime somewhere. I'm getting a lot of jumpers. Or what do the Americans say? Sweaters. Yeah, you're only sweating it. You're wearing it in summer. Catherine, as Stathi was saying in the last reading, overthinking. Get grounded in the moment. Okay, too much inside your head. Okay, too much over analyzing, too much analytical mind. And when we're in the analytical mind, we block off our connection to the we block off our access to the subconscious. Okay, and the subconscious is where we need to change things to make the real changes. Okay, but the first card I've got for you is the High Priest, intend and create. Okay, because we get caught up in life, we get caught up in these situations, and we're not happy where we are at the moment. Okay, and there seems to be a lot of stress. There's a lot of stress. Okay, but all this stress, at the end of the day, all this stress is what you are creating for yourself, and the universe wants you to see this. Okay, I got the first card I got for you is the High Priest, intend and create. What do you want? Okay, trust in the science. Deep down inside your soul, deep down inside your head, there's changes that you know that you need to be making in life right now. Okay, instead of overthinking things and going, this is too much thought and not enough action. Okay, it's time to become Little Action Jackson, whatever that means. okay, and get some thought, because I've got the trust in the science card. This means there's steps that you know that you need to take. There's stuff that you know that you need to do, okay, and it might be putting some more wood on the fire if it's that cold in Scotland, okay. I'm in t-shirt and shorts here. I'm in Australia, not far from the beach, so I can't, yeah. But at the moment, okay, look, there's patterns that keep going around and around, and these are the patterns in your life. These are the choices that you're making right now, the patterns. It's time to look inside yourself, okay? And yeah, do some shadow work. Go and type into YouTube, shadow work. How do I do shadow work? There's a video called Shadow Work for Beginners, the Beginner's Guide to Shadow Work. Start with that, okay? Because everything that's happening in your life is what you've created, okay? Okay, everything that is in your life at the moment is a reflection of you and what you created. But you keep going around and around in circles, expecting change, and the change doesn't seem to be coming. And the universe is saying, "Look, you're not seeing the patterns. You're caught in these patterns again and again and again in your head, thinking about boys, or whatever you're thinking about." Right? Okay, it keeps going around. You're stuck in a cycle. There's a cycle happening. It's time for you. It's time for you to go within and break the cycle. Okay, because you're the only one that can break it. Your guides, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, your soul spark is there with you, trying to help you, guide you, but you keep. It feels like you just want to stay in your comfort zones. You're going externally, looking for everything, going, that will fix me, that will fix me, that will fix me. Okay, and nothing changes because you have to go within to fix yourself, and it's about you going within at the moment. Okay. It's about you going inside, getting in contact with yourself, okay, and doing the work, okay, not doing the Netflix, not getting off of social media, not going to another reader and going, when's this going to happen? When's that going to happen? It's going to happen when you create it, okay, but that's what you're being called to now. You know that you need to make changes, and the universe is saying, come on. You know you need to make changes, but you're not making them. You keep going in the same cycle. It's time to look. It's time to look. It's time to be brave and honest. It's time to look at ourselves and go, look, what am I doing? What am I creating? The high priest, intend and create. This is what you've created. Do you want to, if we don't change, we create more of the same, Catherine. The universe is asking you. It says, you know better than this. The universe is saying, you know better than this. It's time now that you make the changes that you need to make. Otherwise, you can get it 20 years down the track and it's still going to be the same thing, the same patterns, the same results. We've got to make that, because the universe is waiting and waiting. It's got, there's endless possibilities there, but they feel like they're out of your grasp. They feel like they're so out of reach. And then we go, it's not fair. I feel like I'm stuck. And we do. It gets overbearing. But sometimes we got to snap ourselves out of it and go, look, no, I've got to make a different choice. I've got to be change. I've got to be the change that I want in my life. Okay. And then as we start to create different, then the universe can flow different stuff to us. Okay. But at the moment, the universe is telling me that it needs you to wake up to you and get real with you. It's not easy. It's not hard, Catherine. People don't. I know. Look, some people get into spirituality and they chase gifts and they spend their whole spiritual walk, right, avoiding themselves. Okay, and going external. And then they wonder why they're in the same place as they were 20 years ago when they started this journey. Okay? Because they've created illusion around them. It's about going within. You need to start going within. You need to break the cycle. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Get help. Okay, put that intention out there, then create it by making that phone call, by finding that thing, by going to that place. Okay, we got to do it. It won't happen. Otherwise, it can take us years. Okay, do we want to do it and that's the hard way. We think the hard way is, people think that the hard way, they think the easy way is getting out of our comfort zones. But in the moment, we think that's the hard thing to do, is get out of our comfort zones because it's scary. But that's actually the easy way to fix things, is to deal with them. And it starts with you. Because I've got the main action card, and the universe has got the shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Okay? Transformation is coming for you, but what's holding it up is I've got the high priestess, harness the mystic power. You have to break. It's about you getting in contact with yourself and taking those steps, taking that accountability to do this stuff for yourself, to empower yourself to come within, because at the moment you're being dragged down. Okay. And the energy you're feeding, you're dragged down into the mess. Okay. You're in the bottom of a hole. It feels like you're in the bottom of a hole. Okay. Look, and the universe has got its hand out to you at the top of the hole. But if you're curled up in a ball at the bottom of the hole, you can't reach the hand. The universe has got its hand down to you. Your guides, your guardians, your ancestors, whatever you want to call it, they've got their hand out. They're there to help you. But you have to stand up, dust yourself off, and reach up and accept that help. But that means that you have to do some things, like unravel that ball and stand up and reach for that hand. Okay, all the help is around us always. It always is there. Okay, but we have to take steps towards it. It won't do everything for us. Occasionally, it'll throw us a bone, the universe. Okay? But the real stuff comes from when we empower ourselves. And the universe is asking you to empower yourself at the moment. See, the universe does throw you a bone. My brother just threw me a coffee. Okay, it's not easy, it's not hard, but this is the meat of it that we have to do. We can't wait. Times are changing. We can't wait any longer and go, woe is me, woe is me. I mean, we go through these things. It's hard. It hurts. Okay, but we're responsible for us taking the steps to move on, and that's all we can do. Okay. You know, when we start taking steps towards stuff, Catherine, we start to move into that field of, okay, we start to move forward, then we can start steering our life. Okay, but when we're in that ball and we're not moving, it's like getting in a car and then moving the steering wheel. If the car's not moving, it doesn't matter how much you move the steering wheel. But as you start to take a few steps forward to empower yourself to get the help that you need, then you can watch the love and the majesty of the universe flow towards you. Okay, but it needs you to move. It needs you to take those first few steps. Okay? And your happy card is surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Okay? I hope that's helped you, Catherine.
Okay. Catherine, just bring your focus to your heart chakra. Just keep your focus here. I do feel your loss and you do feel your grief. Um, uh, what I see is a chain that's holding you back into your past. Things have occurred, lots of nice things have done. See, this is where it gets difficult because it's something that has occurred. And yes, you probably are thinking to yourself, how could I have done it? How could I have protected them? Well, the fact is that this is the situation we're in. You're looking for answers, you're looking to understand, you're looking. Um, and that's just driving you deeper and deeper into a world of more grief. Um, the more you focus there, the more you will feel heavy, and that's what I feel. What I say is a chain around you that's just holding you back and not moving forward. Uh, Now, I haven't lost someone, so I cannot really speak about the state that you're in and how you're feeling yourself. But about yourself, the more you hold on to it, the more you think about it, the more harm you do to yourself. Uh, it has happened, yes. It's not a nice thing that has occurred, but it has occurred. And what could you do about it? What can you do about it? What you can do is actually take care of yourself. Um, if you don't start taking care of yourself, that memory will be lost of the good times that you did have. Focus on those good times. Think of the good times. That negative, well, that's not much that you can truly do about that at this moment. I'm sorry for speaking directly, but I'm not sorry. You have to pull yourself out of that state that you're in at this moment, of that grief, that heartbreak that actually you're carrying. The more you hold on to it in your heart, the more that's going to occur to you. Things will happen which will be on the negative because your body's going to break down. Your body's not going to handle all that negativity and all that hurt and suffering and grief that you're carrying. You need to find that space within you to accept, and this is the hardest part, the acceptance of where you are at this moment, the acceptance of what has occurred, accepting it and be grateful. No, it's probably not the right word, but where you are right this moment, you have to accept where you are and be grateful for where you are. Accept the situation and move forward with your life. Yes, I state it because I can't see, unless you pull yourself out of that dark space that you're in, because as Brooke mentioned, the light is there, the hands are there. I did read you are getting some support for your grief, and yes, that's great. Speak it, release it, get it all out, and accept it. And once you've accepted it, that this is how it is right now, you will move forward. But until then, you're still going to be holding on to that, trying to work out how to change it. You can't change anything. All you can do is change the way that you feel. Move on with your life. Sometimes, and again, many won't state it, but sometimes a negative does provide a positive, and both of them are required to actually work. You can't have one without the other. So start looking at the positive side, accept where you are. Yes, it is grief, you are feeling it, and move forward with your life. Take time for you, not focusing on what has occurred. That's all I have.
Thank you, Catherine. And that was donated by Okay, I was thinking, who wants reading courtesy of Cindy?
Oh, Van Cindy.
Yeah, we've tried. Nothing sticks. She's like Teflon.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the number. So people, pick a number between 10 and 30. And we will give you a reading courtesy of the lady made of Teflon that nothing sticks to, with a big heart and kick-ass boots. No, he's gone. He's gone. Have another go, people. If you have not had a reading and you would like extended reading courtesy of Cinderella, so, hey, all you new people, check out, I said at the start of the show, but check out this. I grew this from my garden. Stathi gave us the seeds. This is maize, GMO-free corn. Came out of my garden. Look at that bad boy. That was the first one. That's maize. And this is an old Indian strand. Another friend gave me. It's harder to grow. But this is a GMO-free corn. Look at that. Look at that. I was thinking on using these to make flour. So I've got GMO flour, free flour, organic. You know, the number that I picked was always the first number that comes to my head. Always do the first number that comes to your head. Well, because this is Catherine, because that's GMO crap. That is genetically modified crap. This is non-genetically modified crap. This is how it really looks. This is the real stuff that has not been modified. That modified stuff is detrimental to your health. But I am not a health practitioner. And no one has the cure to anything because it's been trademarked. The cure has been trademarked. Was it by the American Medical Board? Something like that, by one of the big pharmas. That's why no one's allowed to have a cure, because it's been trademarked. Dirty, aren't they? They're dirty. But that's okay. No, Catherine. No, that's maize. That's in the old days they talked about maize. That's maize. It's yellow when it. I picked some early that wasn't ready, that I thought was ready because it was big, and it was yellow with a red stripe down the middle of each one, and it was too young. Denise. Just when you thought I was going to do a reading for nephew, we have Denise. It's not funny, is it? Yeah, you get that. Okay, Janice. Big breath in, big breath out. Please focus on your heart space. Denise, but you need to. You feel dehydrated. You need to drink some more water. Drink a lot more water. Okay, not tap water. Get a clean source of water. Okay, because your kidneys, your liver, and all that is screaming out for you to drink more water. Now, like a lot of things, a lot of people's stuff's coming up at the moment, Denise. Okay, but when we focus too closely on everything happens for a reason, Denise. There's something to be learned. Okay, the spirit needs you to see what you can take from your current situation. Okay, because the way you're going about it, you're getting shifted. It's coming to, you've got a huge burden all over you. Okay, you've taken it onto yourself or not. Okay, this stuff is all illusion. And this stuff, and when we go through this crap, what happens is we try to rise in light. We try to do things with our life. We try to be positive. We try to move forward. We try to grow, and we try all this stuff. But what happens is when we try to move forward, there's always things, energies, all sorts, okay, that try to come and anchor us back down to the chaos. And at the moment, the universe has plans for you. Okay, but what's happening is when we have plans, we have dreams, we have all these things that we want to do in life, and then in the night comes the thieves to steal it away from us. This is called life. And how do they do that? They come down and they create hassle, they create dramas, they create all this stuff around us to pull our focus and take our mind away from where it should be. And at the moment, what you're going through is, it's going to play out. This is part of your growth. Okay, this is something you need to go through at the moment. You signed up for this. Okay, this is something you signed up to experience. Everything happens for a reason. Okay, but when we just look on the surface of things, some of the stuff sucks, but we don't grow by having happy fairy lives. Okay, we don't get the real change from everything being hunky-dory. Yet we get into spirituality and we're like, I just want it to be hunky-dory life, and it's not how it works. Not even close. Okay, we get into spirituality when we get true about finding ourselves and evolving, and we say, help me to grow, help me to move forward. Man, then the curveballs come. Then the chains from the 3D come up to try to anchor us down. Why? Because as we break those chains, we free ourselves. And you've got an awesome opportunity at the moment to know yourself better and to free yourself at the moment. This is all part of the process. This is what you're here for. So and the way to get through this is we can get caught up in the chaos and dragged down into it. Okay, and let it relinquish us of life force. Or we can take a big breath in and a big breath out. You start to loosen the burden and go, okay, what am I here to learn? Because when there's something that we don't like, sometimes that's what we need. So we walk in the other direction. Okay? Then we walk in the other direction. We can go, wait a second. I feel clearer now. I feel better. But what's getting entangled in is trying to entangle you. It's trying to confuse you. It's trying to bring you in to its crap so it can feed off you. It can hold you down. It can keep you in that crap. And that is brilliant. You know why that is brilliant? Because that's what we need to go, no. That's what we need to grow. That's what we need to learn. That's what we need to empower ourselves. And it's just a very powerful. This is for you to empower yourself, for you to rise up. Because there's plans and there's missions and there's stuff that you came down to earth to do. You came to this incarnation to do, right? And it's trying to get you ready for that. And that's what it does. It dumps a heap of garbage on us to see if we curl up in a ball underneath the garbage and go, it's too hard, or we rise above and go, enough. I don't want this no more. I want to change. I want to empower myself. I want to come here to do. This is going to show you strength. What you're going through at the moment is going to show you strength. It's going to show you power. It's going to show you your weaknesses. It's going to show you your strengths. Okay, but we got to find those. We got to know what they are so we know what we're dealing with. Okay, the first card I've got for you there is the eagle. See things from a higher perspective. And you know what is inverted at the bottom of your main pile is the shaman. Trust in higher forces, because you're not feeling it, because your focus is not where it should be. Why? You're focused on the external. You got to go deeper. What can I do? What changes can I make? How can I empower myself? How can I think positive? Even if sometimes this is to teach us, no, I've got to get that crap out of my head and I've got to take control of my mind so I can focus on the positive. Whatever it may be, this is to empower you to learn. This is empower you to grow. This is empower you to find yourself. This is empower you to release that crap, because I've got the wise one here. Moving forward, grow within your current situation. This is a gift right now for you. And you need to embrace that gift and watch where you're putting your energy. Okay? Because it's game on for everyone at the moment. And you look around at some of the people that are doing the work, like say, like James, man. You want to see how much fucking shit the universe throws at people like that are doing the work? Man, it would destroy most people. But that's okay. That's what we're here for. We're here to grow. We're here to move past that. We're not here to be love and light, rosy, rosy, rosy. We're here to come from that heart space of love and empower ourselves. And truly shift the vibration and the consciousness of this earth. Not to go, gimme, gimme, gimme. And when we can embrace that, the world looks differently. Everything looks differently. And then we start to free ourselves of all these wants and all this crap. And then we move into that true vibration. We start to move away from that crap. And that's when you really start to live, embrace life. So this is exactly what you need for you at the moment, Denise. So it's time to empower yourself. It's time to stand up and fight, to dust yourself off and go game on. The energy around you at the moment is the High Priestess. Harness the mystic power. Empower yourself, Denise. Empower yourself. And then you'll understand. You'll understand you. Okay? This is what we're here for. You go and get them, girl. You go and get them. Yep, I'm done.
Mm-hmm. I normally have a key, I can get them. I didn't. Bring your focus to your heart chakra. Denise, as Brooke was speaking, I could feel sadness. It was interesting because I didn't feel it was actually your sadness, but I do feel that you might be sympathizing with someone who's going through not such a good state at this moment. I feel that you're just drawing too much of some energy around you that's it sort of creates a sadness or a sad energy around you, but I don't feel it's actually. You might want to do some clearing of yourself, and remove what you're focusing on or who you're focusing on, and I do mean remove. Will block your connection because it seems to be draining your energy at this moment. It feels like it's drawing you out of your space and you're more into somebody else's. Or more somebody else's space. It's just doesn't feel as it's natural to you at this moment. And it does feel it is affecting you heart-wise. Your solar plexus is overactive, so it just does feel like it's drawing you there as well. Do some blocking, do some cord cutting, and work on your solar plexus and just bring it back into its alignment. The heart chakra is overcompensating at this moment as well for the protection that you seem to be having on somebody. So the focus doesn't seem to be you. It seems like you're focusing outside of yourself. So like you've got your focus somewhere else at this moment. We do that every now and then. Bring your focus back to yourself. Keep your focus present to be aware of yourself as well. Don't give your energy too much. It is depleting you. Things seem to be fine with you, but I feel that you're just focusing somewhere else at this moment, too much onto somebody else. It's just taking away too much of who you are. There's not much. I don't really have anything else to say to you other than bring your focus back to you. You seem to be getting drained at this moment, where you're just focusing somewhere else on somebody else who does have sadness. It just seems to have a lot of that energy around you, which is not yours. I hope that's helped you, but I don't really have anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the main action card I got for you, Denise, was the exchange of energies. Okay, so that's the universe saying the main thing you need to watch out at the moment is where you're putting your energy and when your energy is getting filtered. Okay, that's the universe saying, okay, if you're going to do one thing, it's where your energy is going. Thank you.
I do feel though that you are focusing somewhere externally too much. It's not benefiting you. There's no benefit. Just it's very draining. Something has your focus completely. That itself.
And when it's something negative, that's part of the manifestation is we give it energy and it grows. So if we focus on the negative too much, guess what we're manifesting?
Negative. Where focus goes, energy grows. Think about it. What you focus on, you give light to. You give your focus, you give your energy to it.
And where water goes, red corn grows. Yeah. Cut cords, pull back energies. If you need to see someone to cut ties, do all that. Just do it all. And then what happens is when they're thinking of you or right, you cut cords with them. When they're thinking about you again, boom, they'll come in. You're like, yeah, cut that cord. So get onto it. You love red corn? I don't know, Mandy. Looks pretty corny to me.
I'll give you some seeds.
It's grounding corn. Yeah, I got the seeds from Stathi. So yeah. Yep, and plant some corn. And give it'll give Tweedledee and Tweedle something to dig up. Yep.
Yeah, I know. Give Mandy the seasonal be sitting there for years.
You'll go over to visit, and then you'll see like dog poos with like a bit of red corn seed. They'll be like, there it is. Okay, and that was donated by. Thank you.
Very true, Mandy. Very true. Plenty of holes to plant them in.
Oh, yes. Hello, Angelita.
Hello, Angelita.
How you going? You're up late. It'd be late where you are, wouldn't it? What's the time where you are, Angelita? The time is now. It's present. Is it love heart time? Okay. And it's purple love hearts with 8 p.m. Ah, early. Sit back, grab your dinner, grab your tea, whatever, feed up, and relax. Okay, I've got no more donations. So, Stathi, are you drawn to anyone you want me to read for?
One in particular. Do you
want to do another? Do you want to do another number?
Yeah, I'm going to do another one. I'll give you a
They're all
number
such,
now.
they're all such beautiful people.
Somebody give me a number.
I love you all, so I can't pick. Anything I can pick right now is mine.
Thinking of a number, thinking of a number, thinking of a number. Oh, why is it so difficult to pick a number at this moment?
Okay, well, I'm picking a number, Margaret.
I'll give you a number.
I'll give you a quick few cards. Okay, Margaret, at the moment. Margaret. Okay, let's get rid of a block. Margaret, there's a big block here happening. Big resistance. Let's clear it out. Okay, at the moment, the first card I've got for you as a peacekeeper, let the go need to be right. There's something that's happened to you at the moment. Okay, and you are within your rights to be right. Okay, the universe wants you to let it go, Margaret. Okay, wants you to let it go. Okay, because this is creating, this is blocking you. This is creating resistance in other areas, and not letting you move forward. But more than that is when we hang on to a perspective, when we hang on to somewhere where we're right, even though we are right. Okay, we don't see the deeper thing. We don't see the big picture, because at the bottom of your main pole, I've got the water guardian. This is inverted too. Connect with your emotions. See, when it's all when we're in. Because when it's us about being right and we've been wronged, Margaret, what happens is we're like, no, I'm right, and that's that, and that shouldn't happen. But there's a perspective you're not seeing somewhere, Margaret. Okay, I've got the water guardian here. Connect with your emotions. This is when we go, okay, why do I feel like this? Okay, we're going to look deep inside our hearts. We're going to look deep inside ourselves. Okay, because this is creating resistance in other areas, even if it's something that's happened with something external, when they're like, no, they did the wrong thing, right. But then we're going to ask when we close ourselves off to connecting with our emotions, okay, then we can't let the healing in. And when the healing can't come in, we can't release stuff. Okay. So at the moment it's about you letting go and connecting with your emotions and go, okay, what do I feel like this? Why am I going through this? And connect deep down inside within your heart. And start to understand your emotions, start to do the shadow work, okay? Because there's a lot of resistance, because your main action card is inverted at the moment, Margaret. And it's the magical guardian, unlock the magic within, Okay, at the moment, there's thought forms, there's belief systems, there's actions, there's perspectives at the moment that are blocking you from understanding your emotions, which is blocking you from manifesting what you need to be manifesting. It's like there's the healing process has stopped in areas. Okay. So it's time to let go, time to strip things back, Margaret. Time to let go, time to strip things back and really start to understand why within yourself. Okay. Because there's good stuff waiting to come in. But need you to be in the driver's seat, need to do the shadow work. We need to start with ourselves. So please go within. Okay. Because at the moment, more of the same thing is going to continue to block your heart off. And that heart space open. And that's where our energy comes from. So this is about doing the healing. This is about letting go and being brutally honest with oneself so we can get in contact with those emotions. We can bring that stuff up to be healed. Okay, because there's too much resistance around at the moment, and this is shutting your heart down. And we need that to manifest. We need that to heal. Okay? I'll get you a happy card, Margaret. Your happy card is surrender to frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. Keep trying to resolve a dilemma. The key to dissolving a dilemma is, or dissolve a block, is to take a breath, center yourself, regroup. You may approach the situation more clearly. Okay? Okay. Shadow work, shadow work, shadow work. Get onto the shadow work, because it's just, I feel like there's a block somewhere. There's something you're holding onto and it's blocking you. It's creating resistance and blocking you from really getting in contact with what's inside of you and doing that work where you can open that heart and really start to move forward and really start to heal, Margaret. Okay? I hope that's helped you, love.
Nervousness around you. Big for you.
Now, where
There's
we're
a
going to
lot
do it,
of
Margaret.
nervousness, and uncertainty, hesitancy is probably more of a strong right. Re look at what you're looking at. Look at it differently to what you expect it to be. Your focus is on a high horse at this moment. Bring yourself down off this pedestal that you put yourself on. There are things that you can be doing, but you're focusing on what draws attention. Don't draw attention, and you'll see things will flow a little bit easier for you. Keep your focus on your base chakra and keep your focus on your throat chakra. You're speaking, but they're not balanced in the way that you can be speaking. You're trying too hard, and you're always missing what's being presented to you. Things do get presented, but you're not seeing them. It is pretty much a lot to do with where your focus is, as it is at this moment, and it's not on you. It's very much external. Bring the focus back to you. You want things, but you're not observing, or you're not seeing what is being presented to you. It is being presented to you, but you're just not seeing it because your focus isn't here. It's there. There is something. There, well, when you get there, you might find it, but it's not there. It's right here, right now. When you're ready to see it, you will. But until then, being that your focus is constantly out there, you're going to miss a lot of things. So bring your focus back to yourself. Don't overthink things as much as you'd like them to be in a particular way. The disappointment only occurs because what you presume it's going to be isn't right. So accept things for what they are. And when you learn to accept them, you might be able to see them for exactly what they are as well.
You're on mute, Brooke.
Oh, good. Considering what I just said, probably a good thing.
Oh, I saw what you said. I'm too
Yeah.
much of a lady to repeat it.
Okay.
And we have a winner. We have a winner, people. Look at your screen. You will see.
I'll send you something, Margaret. This is absolutely brilliant. Okay, I'll put it up for everyone. Because, be honest with you, there's no way around it. Michelle. Okay. Oh, look, Healing with Stathi posted the same thing.
Yeah.
Man, you're quick. Man, you're good.
No.
Didn't even see that coming.
No.
How you been, Michelle?
Like curious one. I heard Michelle Curiosity kill the cat. You heard that one?
And satisfaction brought it back.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, Margaret, it's brilliant. It'll help put you in the driver's seat, and then you can become that creator.
I want to be a passenger.
You know, you're a passenger.
I want to be a passenger. I want to enjoy the
only,
view.
yeah, enjoy the view. That's only so you can fall asleep in the back.
Yeah. You be a passenger.
Yeah. I don't know what Cindy's driving like. Is that a nice thing?
I'm comfortable as a passenger.
What's your driving like, man? It's probably doing you a service. The old days of the what?
Society is so.
The work next B coupe.
Society is so.
Snakies.
That's
Not anymore.
Tense, right? Years ago.
People, he's an old mechanic, V8 petrol head, man. He's done his Cherahoonan back in his day.
I've done my fair share. I would like to rebuild or build something one day.
Michelle.
Ban Mandy and Cindy. Ban them all. Okay, Michelle, bring your focus to your heart chakra.
Michelle. Many are called, but few choose to answer. This is the whole point of the world, with distractions, with chaos, with life, with experiences. Okay? What it'll do is it'll keep us external on absolutely everything as much as we can. And then the only time we go internal, we focus on the pain. We focus on what we don't like. All the cards in front of me, your higher self, potential timelines, everything is screaming out. It is screaming loud. Okay? Your first two cards here, they're both inverted. Okay? And they're what you want in your life. It's here right in front of me. It's what you want, but it's inverted. Why is it inverted? Because you're blocking at the moment. You're distracting yourself. You're looking the other way. You're looking out there. You're looking out there. They did this. That's happening in my life. I can't do that. I have to do this. Pick up my phone. Watch TV. Bloody kids. My partner's carrying on. Okay? But where the change is, it's not getting a real look. You're aware of it, but it's getting avoided. And how do we avoid? We just get caught in the distractions. We get caught in the circumstances and we put our focus there. And then where energy goes, energy grows. First card I've got for you is the Shapeshifter. Transform and unfill your gifts. That's inverted. Okay, let's find out why. Crossing that is inverted too. Prosperity lies ahead. Why is prosperity lies ahead inverted? Because until you transform and make changes, there's no room for it, because at the moment, the resistance around in your life at the moment is what you're creating. Everything around you is what you're creating. You want the good stuff, but you need to create it. And that starts by going within and making changes and transforming, even if it's just by the actions that we do. Okay? There's work that needs to be done. There's healing that needs to be done. But the bottom of your main pile is interesting. Okay? You and your loved ones are safe. That's inverted. That card, the meat of that card says we're always waiting on the people around us to be the change and make changes. We're going external. We're caught up in other people's stuff so much that we use that to go, okay, yeah, well, when I get this sorted, when they get that sorted, and when this fits in, when it's convenient, then I'll change. No. That's not how it works. The bottom of your main pile is Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. At the moment, these cards are saying that you've created this whole thing around you with distraction and life and all this stuff, and you're shutting down the prosperity. You're shutting down what you want because you don't want to go inside your heart and be accountable for yourself, because it's hard. It's not easy. Okay? Too much self-judgment. Self-judgment, judgment on others, which starts with judgment on self, which starts with the key. Why we judge others is because we judge ourselves. It all comes from self-judgment. Okay? And why are we in self-judgment? Because we don't love ourselves. Okay? Too much eternal distraction. How long are you going to go through this cycle, Michelle? This has been happening for a while. How long are we going to continue to do the same things? How long are we going to continue to do them before the universe, and be careful what you wish for, Because universe, help me, help me, help me. The universe, right? Okay, tower moment. The universe will bring it down and destroy. Doesn't always, but it will bring us. If we ask, and we don't make the changes, but we ask for change, then comes the tower moments to destroy the ego, to rip us apart, to make us bare, to trip us down. Okay? But there's so much potential that lies there, but it's not getting a look in because you're waiting around and looking at other people. Anytime this subject comes up for you, you shut yourself off to it. The main action card I've got for you is inverted. This is a powerful card. This is a hard card. This is the card that I see people resist their whole lives. I've seen my father do it. I've seen my mother do it. I've seen my friends do it. I've seen most of the world do it. This is what people do. I got the Knight card. Be brave and honest. Be brave and honest with ourselves. It's a touchy subject. It's a painful subject. It's like sticking your fingers into a wound. Okay? You can have a splint. You can have a. If you had an arrow sticking into the side of you, are you going to leave it there and just go, oh, no, look, I'll just go around it and I'll make sure I won't touch anything and I'll stay out of harm's way so nothing touches the arrow because it causes pain? Or are you going to rip it out and get on with your life? The time is now. There's no way around it. You know what cards over be brave and honest? Crossing it? The initiation card. Rites of passage. Rites of passage. Crossing the threshold. What you've been avoiding? You've been avoiding yourself. You've been avoiding getting in contact with yourself, getting in contact. The healing process can't properly start until you start going within and being brave, honest, and being accountable to the depths of your heart, which is going to be painful. It's going to hurt. Okay? And we stay away from those things because we don't like pain. But what we end up doing is we end up to, instead of putting up with some intense pain and getting it done and then moving on, what we do is we'd rather spend the rest of our life creating lesser pain, but more of it. What do you want, Michelle? What do you truly desire? Okay? Everything happens for a reason. It's to show you something. No blame. We don't blame ourselves. Well, we can blame ourselves. We've got to go easy on ourselves. But we've got to be accountable for everything in our life. And there's a lot of healing and there's a lot of stuff that you're avoiding at the moment. And Spirit's asking, well, not Spirit, your higher self, the universe, whatever you want to call it, that inner voice, that inner wisdom of the universe is asking you to step forward, be brave and honest, stop worrying about everyone else, be accountable for yourself. Because that's the only way you can transform to start having the life that you want, or start creating the life that you want. Because your guides, your guardians, your ancestors, whatever you call it, the universe has surrounded you at the moment, even if it doesn't feel like it. They're doing this because this is what you asked for. You asked for this, so it would get you to learn, it would get you to see, it would get you to make the changes. Okay? Because you've got stuff that you need to experience. There's stuff that you signed up for. There's stuff that there's more. But it's on hold. Do you want to come back and do it again? Another lifetime? However you look at it? Okay. Because at the moment, until you really get real, you're going to be living in a life of self-persecution, persecution by others. It's no way to live, Michelle. It's time to get serious. It's time for that nurturing. It's time for that love. It's time to go deep inside your heart and go and truly love yourself enough to do something about it. Well, how do you want to? We don't want to get to the end of our lives and live in regret, do we? Most people do. I've seen so many people in my life hold on to their pain their whole life, making excuses, external excuses for it, and then still die with that pain. But we got to take those steps and make those offers, and that starts with being brave and honest. This is your rites of passage. Okay? Accountability, come from that heart space, and you got to be brutally honest with yourself to the point where you don't like yourself and what you see. There's no way around it. This is what we all have to do. It's the only way we can get to that point. We can go to destroy that ego, to get us out of those comfort zones and go, okay, I've got to make changes. I've got to take steps. What has worked for me in the past is no longer working for me now. It's the only way we release these chains. And you have the support around you. Okay? The future is there. There's timelines ahead of you that are powerful when you come through this, but this is the rites of passage. You have to choose to come through this. Okay? There's an old saying, when anything goes wrong in your life, they're not the problem, I'm the problem. We need to be accountable. Okay? And if we don't like being the problem, then we change. Okay? And your happy card is it just came out. I lost it. It jumped back. Your happy card was the surrender to success. I don't know what it says because I lost it. But that pain, that heartache, that honesty, that's true success. That's the game changer. Otherwise, we get 20 years down the track and it's the same old, same old. Okay? Surrender to, do what needs to be done. Be that person, live that life, love yourself enough. I hope that's helped.
I understand. Just keep your focus on your heart chakra. All around us, that's all of us, all around us, there's a movie being played, there's a narrative. It doesn't matter how deep you dig into it, it is a narrative. It's creative. And we can associate to it and find aspects of it that we would resonate with. And then do that. It doesn't matter what level, it doesn't matter what we speak about. It is the narrative that is provided, which people get stooged to believe in. You can either become aware of the narrative or not be aware of the narrative. You can participate in the narrative if you choose to, or not participate in it. But that's once we know what the narrative is, more likely one would choose not to participate. You're participating at this moment. You're participating in a narrative which is suitable for the external world, and it works for them. And when we participate, we justify the narrative and we accept it to be exactly what the narrative is supposed to be. So we're enforcing something which is not natural to us, but just a narrative that we've been given. As you become aware of that, and you start to distance yourself from the narrative, things do change. And what changes is what Brooke has been speaking about. It is the inner self that starts to present itself. And it presents itself in a manner that is, well, at the beginning, I will say, is frightening because it doesn't actually use a narrative to express itself. It actually goes against the narrative. It doesn't matter what the narrative is. It doesn't matter what you feel is true. There is no such thing. Truth is what you want to make it to be true. And that narrative can and does convince that that's the only reality that actually exists. Bring yourself back to yourself and start seeing yourself. And at the beginning, it is very scary because it is nothing that the narrative can actually offer you, to present to you, to say to you, this is who you truly are. So it gets scary to what we believe and what we believe we know. But then we start to realize we haven't known anything. It is completely up to you on how deep you want to go into it. Do you want to go into it in the world that just accepts it because it is acceptable to go along with this narrative? And there are many out there who will encourage you to continue with it. When you choose to find what is right for you and you start to act in the manner that is right for you, then you yourself will be able to pull yourself away from that narrative and start to see yourself in a manner that not many will see because everybody sees us in the way that they choose to see us. But that choice, again, is not because they see us for who we are, it's because they use the narrative to actually describe what they're seeing. Pull yourself away from that. How deep can you go in? At what level do you go external to get information or do you go internal to get information? We all have our own truth. That truth is connected to that one source that we're all connected to. The external world, its main purpose is to keep us focused. And where focus goes, energy grows. So we focus on the external world and provide it with the external information. That just justifies the reality that we've been living in. It is completely up to you. You have choices to make, and those choices are really harsh. Do you continue the way that you have been continuing, or do you change because you know that there is something more than what you've been doing? It's all up to you from here onwards. I hope that assists you. A lot of cryptic there.
I will just check to see if we've got any more donated readings.
Don't pick a number. Don't pick a number. That was a blooper.
That was a blooper.
You can blooper.
Get on your phone app and pick a coffee from the local drive-through. A good one. Spoil yourself. My brother made me. Where's my brother? Is he watching? He made me a coffee before, and he's got this he opened this brand of almond milk, and it just tasted revolting. I had to tip it down the sink and go and make another one. Pour another one. It was like, man, don't use that almond milk again.
What are we doing?
Yeah, we get into this. We get into this spiritual thing, and it is so not getting gifts and asking the universe to bring us rosiness. Okay? We strip back and we let go of everything, then we see the light. We strip back the dark and we embrace the dark. It's just
Or we realize
no.
we are the dark.
we are the dark. Yeah.
Well, we're the unknown. So a lot of people go for the known. They want to associate to a known. They don't realize that which is associated to the known is the unknown. And the unknown, whatever we want to call it, is dark. It's not in the sense of dark as a negative. It's just what is unknown. Something can't be seen. What can't be seen? We say darkness. And it's seen. Who is it that we truly are?
Yep.
That's where it really comes down to. It comes down to who we are, not what we believe we are. And that's where our truth is, not the belief.
Yeah, well, I was watching a documentary, Ram Dass, and he said the same thing you've always said. He just said, look, people go chasing all this spirituality to make their life rosy, and when they realize that it's by letting go of everything, stripping it back, and just embracing the unknown and coming to terms with everything as it is, and everything happens, and to embrace that is until you get there, then you start to understand.
be able to sitting in the moment and just allowing it to be. So the hardest thing is to just allow the moment to unfold. We feel that we need to participate. We feel that we need to be doing something. But just sitting and observing, that is actually doing something. But we don't feel that it is because we're so accustomed to actually seeing results, and the results are always something that we've created. But to sit back and watch what has already been created is not the easiest thing without participating, without, we've spoken about it, without associating to a situation, without participating it in the manner of, why do I feel that I need to respond to this situation? We've been taught good, bad, ugly, left, right, that's what we've been taught. Why do we need to associate to any of that? Someone has some form of drama, great, let them have their drama. Do we need to be part of that drama? Do we need to respond to that drama? Isn't that what a movie is? We would turn the TV on, we can scream and shout as much as it wants. It still unfolds exactly as it unfolds. So that's the same as the world today. What can we truly do? Well, we can be the better selves. That's what we can truly do. We can actually find out who we are and how we fit into this. But this out there, the narrative that's been played, is not going to tell us who we are. We're the actors, but all we're doing is associating to the script, to the role. But we're not that.
Yeah.
We're not the script. We're not the role. We're not what we're associating ourselves to. We're not what we're playing out. So who is it that's doing all this? Find that, people. Find who it is that's doing that. Believe me, you'll be surprised.
And even on a quantum level, energetic physics side of it is when we're reacting, we're projecting our energy. Okay. And then when we, as Stathi says, when we become centered and aware, okay, you should feel energy start to flow through you because you actually create that field and you bring your energy back within to you. You start to strengthen your aura. You start to strengthen anyone when you bring that focus back to the moment. You start to build your energy, and you should feel it.
Agreed with what you just stated, but look at it in this manner. Our beliefs, it doesn't matter what the belief is, our beliefs create a barrier. And that barrier blocks our truth. So as we remove our beliefs, remove how we came to know these and why we carry them up, we're breaking those barriers. So we're just allowing, it's more than just allowing, but we're allowing our true selves to be present by not holding on to something that's blocking us. And then what we hold on to is the belief that we have. That prevents us from seeing things in a different way. We believe it to be A, B, or C, but that's which we truly are, is that which is believing it. So we're creating our own barriers to prevent ourselves from shining in such a way that we are capable of shining. That's how powerful we are. We create our own blockages. Yes, they're educated blockages.
Tanya, yes, sure, it isn't easy. Right? No, it's not. But I'll tell you this, is when you learn how to deal with things that aren't easy, they just become things to deal with. And then your focus isn't, sure, it's not easy. Your focus becomes, you just need to do what needs to be done. But if we, on the little things, if we don't train ourselves on the tools and we don't develop these tools in the small things, when the big things come, they will knock us a six like you will not believe. Okay, but if we do the work on the little things and pull ourselves into trek and learn these tools and try to build it, when the crises come, we'll stand strong, we'll stand fast, we'll stand centered.
Karen Morris, we have been doing readings. We've been up for 2.5 hours almost. If you don't
Should we do run outs?
happy to. Up to you, mate. Happy to. It's my Saturday.
Oh, that's it.
It's Saturday.
Well,
Don't have to do anything. Yeah,
Me?
the pottering about.
I've always got stuff to do. The question is,
you're
will I
always
do
getting
it?
Yeah, you're always getting yourself busy. We can continue. We can do run outs. We can do whatever we choose to do.
Okay.
I will just follow. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything. I'm drinking coffee. I'm ready for another coffee.
Okay, Tanya. Long story short, I pulled you 3 cards.
Tanya. It's Tanya.
In your current situation, I'll pull you 3 cards, and I'll probably do some other cards across that. Then I'll get you. Tanya, you know what's going to happen in the future? Depends on what you create. Okay, Tanya, but at the moment, look. Let's see. Tanya, the inner voice is talking to you. Okay, time to get rid of the distractions. Okay, I've drawn you 3 cards. Okay, and look, the interesting card to the side is answer the call. This is inverted. What is your soul calling you to do? There's an inner voice calling you, and it's getting blocked out. Okay, the first card I've got for you is the wise one. Grow within your current situation. This is inverted. This is not embracing the lesson. This is not seeing. This means that you've got attachment somewhere. There's judgment, there's attachment in your current situation, and the universe is asking you to go within at the moment. Going, what do I need to see? Okay. And then the universe will show you something. And then people go, oh yeah, I do that all the time. Okay, what do I need to see? But it's not just seeing, it's not just understanding. It's intending creating actions on that. Because at the moment, there's stuff around you, your team, whatever you want to call it, they're calling out to you. They're screaming out to you. Okay? But from your perspective, from your belief system, from the way you want to look at things, you're not seeing it yet. You're not seeing it yet. Okay? So it's time to strip back oneself. Time to go within inside. Time to dig deep. Time to look at the shadow. Look at, we don't have to wait for everything to come up. We don't have to work through everything. Sometimes we can fix a couple of things and then 2 other things related to that, 3 other things, 4 other things, 5 other things, 10 other things will fall away. But the universe wants you to push past at the moment and shift your perception. Okay? Stop thinking life is what's happening to you at the moment. You're what's happening to life. They're the 2 choices we got. We can be, the circumstances are in charge or we're in charge. Okay, so there's some soul searching, Tanya. Okay, but I'm feeling that I've got like the air guardian, shift your perception. How are you looking at things? How are you looking at the challenges? I get so many people, when's this, I'm trying this, but it's not working. There you go. We just created resistance. Okay. We just manifested resistance. We just got to do and be positive. And then when things aren't working, we can ask ourselves, why aren't they working? Is there anything else I can be doing on my end? Because your action card at the moment, everything's perfect. Your life is perfect for you. In the growth pot, in the pot of what's cooking for you, everything's how it should be. Everything's perfect. And I've got the great teacher here saying, learn from spiritual experiences. What else do you need to put in that pot? Maybe you don't need to put anything else in that pot. Maybe you just need to give it a stir and let it simmer. Okay? But we get impatient. And sometimes that's the lesson. Okay, but you're being called at the moment. There's a calling. Yourself is calling you to step it up. Okay? So I've got the Hermit card, retreat and recharge. The meditation cards come up. So it's time for you to meditate and go, what am I not seeing? Okay? You want the universe to change things for you? That's fine. But get this, you are the universe. You are the universe. So when you ask the universe to change things for you, you're just asking yourself. Okay? When you can gain that perspective and you can understand that and embrace it, boom. Things will change forever. You will change forever. Okay? I hope that's helped you.
There's something you're not accepting. Say acceptance. Accept where you are. Yes, put into your mind what you're looking for. There's nothing wrong with that. You want something, that's great. But not everything that we want is presented to us in the manner that we want it. It's more than likely we will see exactly what you need. And unless you can see that, you're always going to want, and it won't work out. Keep yourself present. Keep doing what you're doing. There's a lot to say to you, but not as much that has already been said to you. You already know what you need to do. There's so much work. It's not, it's every moment. And when you realize that it's not work that we're doing, but it's an awareness that we have of what is occurring in the moment, that's the work. But to hold one's focus in the moment without projecting, that's the tricky part. We accept, we embrace, we are grateful for what is presented, and we don't hold on to it. Because that's which is for us. We don't need to hold on to it, it stays. But if we need to hold on to something, that's where the fighting, the struggle actually starts to begin. So allow it to come, let it go. And as I said, that which is coming will come and it will stay. You won't need to hold it to it. It will just stay because it wants to. But the rest of it, that's all your inner work. That's everything that you need to do within yourself. Your focus, what you are focusing on, what you are spending your time with. What is it that you're doing? Are you satisfied with it? Are you happy? If not, why not? What is it that's going to make you satisfied and happy? So look for those things. And the rest of it, just allow them to unfold. Keep working your chakras. Keep being present. Keep being aware of what you're feeling, how you're feeling, why you're feeling it. How does it make you feel? They're all tools. That's all we can truly do. It does become natural. It's something that we don't need to do afterwards or focus and think about it. It is something that is more natural. So we've been taken away from what is natural. That's which is our natural state as being educated, if you like, and we focus too much on that aspect of it. So bring back, who is it that you are? That's what it all is. It always goes back. Doesn't matter where what I speak of. It always comes back to us. We're the ones that are in control. If we're focusing on the narrative and encouraging the narrative's in control. If we're back at ourselves, we know what we need to do. As we're doing it, we know it's the right thing to do. You know it's. Thank you, Tanya.
Tanya, now because of your comment, I'm going to raise you up. There was a comment.
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm going to raise you
I
up.
did avoid that. Hello from Ireland. Put that back up. Put it back up. I didn't say that. Come on, put it back up. Yeah, I saw that.
We do not own the rights to this.
Yeah.
You'll get past that when you start truly finding yourself and you start diving into yourself. You'll get past that and it'll come.
You work on yourself.
Work on yourself. Do the hard yards. Do the shadow work. Yeah.
Be true to yourself. Look, everything is about being true to yourself.
Oh, I'm single at the moment, ladies. But I need to be because I need to work on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess we'll do runouts. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. I don't think anyone's donated. Does anyone want to donate for an extended reading? Otherwise, I'll go to runout readings. Okay. I guess, people. So if you have not had a reading and you would like me to pull a few cards, where is it? Put a 1 in the comment section if you've not had a reading and you want one. Only once. A 1. Oh, look, there's a banner down the bottom. Does anyone read the banners?
Now that I see it, I do.
Yeah.
That's
why otherwise Cindy has to
gets to 0.
Cindy has to scroll everywhere and it does her head in. And then when it does her head in, she takes it out on me and Stathi.
That's why she gets all the 0s, mate.
Man, you don't know what she's like in the green room. Usually pleasant and really chatty and really bubbly.
Lies, lies.
I just said you were really chatty and really bubbly and really lovely.
That's
You're telling me that that's lies.
No, that's the truth.
Oh, okay. That was a quick change. Oh, dodged a bullet then. Okay, Judy. Guys, what do you want? You want Ancestors Oracle or I got these weirdo cards here. These are Starseed cards. These are the Work Your Light Oracle. Which ones do you want? Ancestors, my favorite deck, or Light Workers Oracle. Judy, you're the first up. You choose. Which deck? Light, Ancestors. Me? Look, if I said I was in Antarctica on a spaceship, I wouldn't be telling the truth. Well, but I don't know if there's a soul fragment of me on a starship in the Antarctic. It could be. Could be a part of me frozen in time there. I don't know. Okay.
You give her a big head, Mandy. Shh.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, have you got a Mandy? Have you got a you put a one there, Mandy? Yeah, we'll give you a message now. Yeah, now you're showing your true colours. There's no. You're lucky. There's no naughty corner, Mandy, on our show, because we are the naughty corner. That's how we roll. Okay, Judy, at the moment there seems to be a focus on too many limitations around. Okay, this is the fear of the unknown. How am I going to do this? How am I going to achieve that? This is what I want to do. This is where I want to go. That's what I'm going to do. The universe is saying, look, forget it. Forget it, Judy. Just forget it all. Okay? Star Ancestor, follow the voice in your soul. What do you want to do? Because the universe is giving you messages and trying to get you to move forward in certain areas. Okay? But what's happening is when those intuitive messages come in, you're shutting them out. Why are you shutting them out? Because they're leading you into the unknown. Okay, the universe is asking you to go into your heart. Judy is asking you to step into the unknown. And every time that you get into the unknown, the I am is stepping in and going, hey, we can't do that because of this. We can't do that because of that. You know, look, and the shamans, I got the last card, the shaman, trust in higher forces. The universe is like, wants to embrace you into that flow of energy where you start to step into your intuition and you start to follow your heart and you start to move in that. Okay. But every time that's coming in at the moment, you're trying to shut it down. You're coming up with reasoning. You're coming up with certain stuff, and the universe is saying, "Don't listen to that crap. That's just the I am. It's time to come into balance and to embrace the unknown, because there's and ride that energy wave, okay? Because the universe is knocking at the door, saying, "Come on, Judy, game on, game on, game on. We've all got to do this, okay?" But at the moment, there seems to be limitations that you're projecting, reasons why you can't. And the universe can just move into what you can. Follow that voice. Okay? You don't know the unknown. You don't know how it's going to play out. The ego's telling you how it's going to play out. Stop listening to that crap. Okay? And embrace the light. Embrace the unknown. Embrace the moment. I hope that's helped.
I'll only say the same thing as Brooke said, but the question that kept coming up for me was, what are you waiting for? You seem to be waiting for something that needs to be handed to you, but what is it you're waiting for? You need to ask yourself.
Sorry, I just had to jam open my door because the lock wasn't on. It was going boom. Okay, here's Mandy. Ah, look who's come to play. I got a jumper. Dear God, not that card. Oh, yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, Judy, whatever it is, you're waiting for something. It's not with you, so there's not really much to say to you, but stop waiting. If something is going to show up, it will. Bring your focus back to the present. Be aware of where you are. But it does feel like you're waiting for something. Maybe for the light bulb, to flash.
Yeah,
Be
I'm
nice
still
to
waiting.
Mandy.
I'm still waiting for, on Facebook, those 3D t-shirts, those really cool ones that come up. I bought
No.
one of a guitar, a purple one that's got this guitar through it. I'm waiting for that to turn up. So see, I'm only human. I'm still playing the waiting game, but God bless eBay. Mandy, thoughts in your head. The main resistance at the moment, okay, is the what ifs. Okay, is every time you try to move forward and you step forward into your power at the moment, okay, that voice inside your head seems to be coming to try to shut you down. Okay, there's going to be things that are going to come against you as you start to move forward, as you start to move into the unknown, as you start to move forward in the stuff that you want to do and the stuff that you want to create. As you start to move forward, okay, there's going to be that anchor of chaos to the 3D that's going to try to unsettle you. Okay, instead of feeling stress and going, oh fuck, how's this going to work out? How's that going to work out? What's going to happen here? What's going to get rid of that? Because that's coming to anchor you down, is coming to breed your fear. Because when we go into that fear and when we go into the stress, the feeders come in. Okay, so at the moment it's all about you. You've got to stand strong and hold that space. And hold that space, hold that positivity, hold that mindset. Okay, so it just seems like a battle of the mind at the moment for you. Battle of the mind and the heart. Okay, to bring that into check and hold that positive space, hold that energy, that power to manifest, that power to grow, that power of creation. Okay, because they're coming, forces are coming. They need you back in the chaos so they can feed. Okay, the first card I've got for you is the lady. Enjoy the growth and reap the rewards. Boom, kicking butt and taking names. That's what we like to hear. The second card is inverted. The druid, hold the space. Okay, that's where the resistance is. That's where the game is at the moment. The game is in that mental space. Okay, so time to just really get on top of like, yeah, no, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be positive. Everything comes up, acknowledge it for what it is and go, yeah, then push it out and get back on to that space, that present moment where you're creating. Okay. Because the last card I've got for you is a Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. So for you creating that, this is about you creating that space to manifest at the moment and just nipping in the butt the negativity. Okay, and understanding that and holding that space in your bloody head. Yes, yeah. Get out of your bloody head. Okay? Because that's where the resistance is. That's where the resistance is to the manifestation. Okay, and things are just, they're going to play out how they're going to play out. But the head usually is the ego coming in to assert its authority and pull us back into the analytical mind and tell us how everything's going to happen. So it can give us that false security sense, which it doesn't really do a good job of. Okay, so hold that space. Okay, hold that space and stay in that denial of Cindy. And no, I don't mean that. So hold that space, Bandy. Okay, and take control. Go to do that battle of the mind. That's where the game is at the moment. Don't wait for the game to come to you. Come to the game. Okay. I hope that's helped you.
What I said. Yeah. What he said, and also I just said, you have decisions to make, coming, big decisions, and if you're in here, it's not gonna help. Go back. I don't know the time. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. I'll harass you tomorrow. I know you too much. I can't give. I tell you all the time whatever it is. And bring my gift, my prize. Well, you're going to the naughty corner.
Yeah, I was born in the naughty corner. Actually, I was a prem baby, so I was so naughty when I was born. Didn't come out at the right time that they put me in a bubble. They're like, nah, we're up at, yeah, you're in a bubble now. Not letting you with the other kids. You'll just influence them the wrong way. So I was born in the naughty corner.
Yes, I am a nag, and I'll remain a nag, and I'll be exactly who I am. No, you had choices to make. There are things coming your way. That's all I'm going to say. Guys, Mandy sells crystals. Mandy's got her own page. Elements, Calm and Co. Put your page up and jump in. She's got some gorgeous crystals that she sells.
It's all right. There's a delay.
You're right.
That's right.
And she does the psychic expos on Sundays, so she sells them here in Melbourne, in Victoria. But she does do lives, and she does mail them out to you when she remembers. No, she does. She has some beautiful crystals. So jump onto her page, Elements of Calm and Co.
Yeah.
The live shows on Fridays. All her new crystals that she gets in, and she's so excited when she gets in as well. She's like a little kid with a toy in a candy shop. Thanks, Mandy.
Okay, here we got Nicola. Nicola, at the moment, you're shutting down yourself. Okay? Okay, it feels like you're shutting down yourself. There's weight on your shoulder. There's a burden in your heart. Okay? And what you've done is you've put a wall around you. Okay? You've created a safe spot. It served a purpose at a time, but it's still there, Nicola. And at the moment, you've got to break down that wall. Okay? There's too much that you're holding on to the past, and the more you hold on to the past, okay, is the past is what has put that wall around you, that protective wall. And it kept you safe once upon a time. But at the moment, you can't move forward because there's a wall in the way. You're the one that put the wall there. Okay? And what it's stopping you, this is stopping you from reaching your potential. This is stopping you from experiencing so much. This is stopping you from knowing yourself. Okay? This is not love for oneself. You're meant for more. Your heart wants more for you. But you can't close yourself off. And then we wait around for a reading to go, when's this going to come up? When's someone going to throw this out? When am I getting this? When's someone going to throw this over the wall? How long are you going to stay behind that wall? Okay? It's time, if you have to talk to someone, or you have to go and get some healing, or get someone who can explain it to you. But at the moment, you've got a wall around you, and you need to drop that wall. You need to drop the shields. Okay? This is past hurts. And as long as you carry these, you're surrounded. Okay? Yes, it can be comfort. I know the wall. I know this area around me. At least it's not going to... life's full of ups and downs. Life's full of hurts and experiences. If we just shut ourselves off from life, and we just sit there in a hole, waiting for people to throw stuff down to us, there's no way to live. You have to make that choice. Okay? Because at the moment, your middle card is inverted, the hunter. Track down your fears and your desires. What is it that you hope to get? until you start releasing the past and embracing the future, the past is going to create more of the same, and things aren't going to change. Okay? You can't lock. At the moment, your soul's locked away in a room. You've locked yourself away in a room. It's time to step out of the door. Okay? And it's going to be scary. It's going to be hard. It's going to be awkward. It's going to feel weird. Okay? Or you're going to go through life living in a cell. Do you want to live in a cell? Or do you want to move? Or do you want to experience and embrace life? Because life has ups and downs, has good and bad. There's no way around it. But closing ourselves off, we can't have, that's not an option. Okay? You're closing yourself off at the moment. And if the universe is just, your inner self is just dying. And you've got to choose to open that door and step out. This help surrounds you, but we have to take that first step. We have to take that first step. Okay? We have to be moving. Okay? I hope this helped you.
I can say to you, and again, as Brooke was reading, what I say is a dark room with a door in front of you, and you're in the back wall. Door's there, but you're not showing yourself. There's a lot that you can actually present or offer. At this moment, there's a fear you're holding back. Time to show yourself for who you are, and be truthful. As long as you're truthful, nothing's going to hurt you. And the only hurt that you'll receive is the one that you choose to focus on. Don't focus on it. Things are coming, but you have to take the first step. That door that's in front of you, there's no windows in this room. There's just that door. It's not locked. All you have to do is reach, and turn, open, and just come out. Whatever it is, whatever fear you have, let it go. You have to go past that fear. You have to break that fear and just come out to the surface. Let people see you for who you are. And if they don't like you, tough. Reach out. There are those who will. There are many of us out here that see in a particular way. You just have to know who you're looking for as well. People that accept you more than anything else. So don't worry about anybody else. Accept yourself first. And those who do count will accept you for who you are. Those around you at this moment, yeah, as Brooke said, that's the barrier that you're putting up against. Bring yourself out, reveal yourself, show yourself, and people will accept you for who you are. If they don't, move on. That's all. Trust in yourself. I hope that's helped you.
It's never easy, but this is what it's the truth. It's funny because as we face these things, it gets harder, but it gets easier. It's hard to explain. I mean, the issues get harder, but we seem to get past them easier. We used to be forward. To the point where it becomes just stuff happening. Mary, you've never had a reading. Ever? Mary, there's stuff within you there's an inner, there's a voice in your head. There's an inner knowing. There's a wisdom. Okay. And you know what you should be doing. You know what you shouldn't be doing. You know what the right choice is. You know what the wrong choice is. You know all this inside, deep inside your soul. Okay. But what are you going to honor? What do you want? What does the world want? What does your friends want? Doesn't matter. It's about you. Okay. There's too many distractions. It feels like there's too many distractions. You're trying to keep other people happy. You're worried about a lot of other people around you when you should be focusing on yourself right now. Because if you don't honor yourself, who's going to honor you? This will transfer into all our relationships in all sorts of spaces. So we can do it for ourselves. No one else is going to truly do it. But the first card I've got for you is the Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Okay. And I know you keep telling yourself, you got to stop you got to cut out the negative smack talk that you're talking about, that you're telling yourself. Okay. The fear, the put downs, the self-judgment. Okay. You got to shut this down inside your head. Okay. At the moment, it feels like you're becoming your own worst enemy. Okay. Because when we do that, it's like we beat ourselves up. Why we beat ourselves up? So we can keep ourselves at a certain point. If we keep ourselves at a certain point, then we don't have to worry about the unknown. Then we don't have to worry about failure because we've already shut ourselves down. And at the moment, it feels like you're shutting yourself down, Mary. Okay? And you know you're shutting yourself down. Time to be more positive. Time to listen to that voice inside your soul and inside your heart that is telling you to stand up, that's telling you to be more positive. Okay? But at the moment, there's too much in your head. You need to start meditation, learn to clear your space, learn to clean your head, learn what it is to be grounded, okay? Learn what it is to be present and create some free space, because your desktop, the memory in your phone is so crowded with apps open and everything, there's no space for you to process anything. It's just one thing, then the other thing, then the other thing, then the other thing. There's no space. You need to create that space in your life so you can start to process and absorb, start to have a look at things, okay? Start to take inventory of you. Because there's the voice in your soul that's telling you this. But you need to clear the table. You need to clear a lot of shit out so you can have some space to find you, to deal with you, to understand you. Until you create that space, what you need to know, what you want to know, there's no room for it to come in at the moment. Okay? You need to clear. You need to clear that head. You need to clear that heart. You need to honor yourself to take some time to know you and to be open to you. But that means you've got to clear some stuff out. Okay? And I just hope that you love yourself enough and honor yourself enough to take steps to do that. Okay? Then things will change for the better for you. And you'll start to understand more. You'll start to understand yourself. You'll start to love yourself better. Okay? I hope that's helped.
Evans, hiccuping. Something has brought you here, something that you're looking for something uncertain, things are not going the way that you want it to go. You're in chaos, you've got chaos. You need to find the order in that chaos. It's there for a reason for you to see things, but a lot of times, depending on your mindsets, you'll either see them the way they were, or you'll see that there is a difference of occurrence to what you want it to be. You need to find who you are. You need to see how you fit in the situation that you're in. Is it your situation that you've created, or is it been created for you that you've fallen apart, fallen into a trap? But something that you have to find. It is chaotic at this moment, and until you work out where you stand, it'll remain chaotic. So work on yourself, find out what it is, whether it's you creating it or it's been created for you, because that's the only way that you're going to move forward. If it's created for you, you can stop it. If you're creating it, you can stop it. So it's all up to you at this moment.
Hello, Karen. How you going, gorgeous? Karen, at the moment.
That Wally, that Wally there that's about to speak to you is in South Australia, and I'm in Melbourne, Adelaide, Melbourne. So
Yeah, I'm in South Australia. That's where all the cool kids are.
Yeah. He keeps telling himself that.
I do.
He's in the past. I'm in the future. By half hour.
Oh, come on, man. My future's so bright. I got to wear shades.
Yeah, shades.
Sun's out. Is it overcast in Melbourne?
Sun's out.
Oh, sun's out.
We have sunshine now.
Okay. There's no into that joke then. Karen, at the moment. Okay. Look, you're getting bombarded up and down with emotions, with thoughts. Okay. It's coming in. Okay. But where you're putting your energy, where you're shifting, everything is external for you at the moment. Okay. Circumstances. They said, okay, the world's not helping me at the moment. It just feels like there's so much going on, and the universe goes, you know what? You're here. You're where you should be. Okay, but there's something that you need. Look, you're looking for change. You're looking for stuff to change. Don't be a victim of circumstances at the moment. The universe is saying, look, you've got to start looking at what's going on in your life. And the only thing we can do is we can do a couple of things. We can blame the circumstances, or we can go, okay, what did I bring to the table? What did I bring to the game? What did I bring to the relationship? What did I bring to this job? You know, what effort did I take? Because the only thing that we can truly do is be accountable for everything that we do. Why? Because it's our interface with the universe. Okay, is what we bring to the game. And at the moment, things are up and down, and you're looking here and there. Let's blame this, let's blame that. And we do. We have death, we have all sorts of shit and all sorts of crap happen in our life. Okay, that can be horrific and can be traumatic. That's true. I'm not saying it's not. But there's always something we can learn. There's always something we can take away. You know, it took me a while when I got divorced from my ex-wife, right? Yeah, there was cheating. She was cheating, right? I don't blame her, right? I did it for a while. I played the victim mentality. Then I got to a stage where I'm like, okay, what did I bring to the table in that relationship? Why? Because that's the only thing I had control over, is what I brought to the table. Okay, and you've got to look at what you're bringing to the table at the moment, which is very important for you. First card I've got for you is the wise one. Grow within your current situation. Okay, but you're unsettled. You're all over the place. Why? Because you're not in charge. Everything else is dictating to you what your attitude, what your reaction is. Okay, because you're stuck in cycles. You're stuck in behavioral patterns at the moment. Okay, and everything around you at the moment is a reflection of the choices that you make, a reflection of the choices of the energy that you're putting out there. Okay, it's time to come back to yourself and go, what am I bringing to the table? Stop playing the blame game. Okay, that's just a distraction. It's just we're going external to fix things when we need to go internal to understand that we are the game, that we're the center of the universe. Okay, it all comes from us. And when we become accountable, well, how can I be accountable for that shitty when they did that? Okay, what did I bring to that situation? You might have done nothing wrong, but you might have overlooked something, or you might have given too much because you were worried about what they would think about you. What can I take from that situation? I was worried about what they thought about me when I should have been worried about me, looking out for me. Okay, it's not about selfishness. It's about understanding oneself and the interface that we have with this universe. At the moment, you're stuck in cycles, you're stuck in patterns, and it's time for you to have a look at what you're bringing to the table, and that's where your game plan should be. And as you do that, you'll start to be less swayed by the stuff around you. You'll start to understand yourself better, and you'll start to be less worried because you'll distract you everywhere else but where you should be at the moment. You've got to come and center and be accountable for wherever you're at. That's all we can do. That's the interface of this universe. And until we get that basic, then we're just running on subconscious programming, blaming the world for everything else, and we might as well be a non-player character. Okay? Time to step back into the driver's seat. Just get in the driver's seat. Feel the steering wheel. Have a think. Get behind, sit in the car. Just feel. See how it feels. Okay? Please sit in the driver's seat and have a look. Okay? And take things from there. You can drive slow. Don't put your foot down. But please, start to move forward. Okay? I hope that helps you, Karen.
Again, pretty much what you said. Don't allow what happened yesterday to control what's happening now. If you keep focusing on it, that's where you're going to remain. You're stuck. And I feel how stuck you are as well. Not certain what's going to happen. No one is. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Not knowing is exactly where we all are supposed to be. Sort of presuming it's going to be this way or that way. When we start to presume, we're only presuming because of what we know, and what we know is because of what yesterday presented. So we sort of hope that based on yesterday's presentation, that today will unfold in that manner. And it doesn't, because there are so many variables, so many things that come along that alter the way that we presume things to unfold. So when we're in the unknown and we can work with the unknown, what is presented to us, we can deal with it. But if we have expectations on how we're going to deal with something, it doesn't always work out the way it's presented. Let go of what it was, accept that you don't know where you are, and as you accept that, things start to reveal to you. So just let go of the past, and don't presume things will be as you expect them to be, because they're not always the way that you expect them. You will be able to just accept yourself for who you are, not, and as it's presented, we get to know. So there are lessons. There's a lot. I feel there's probably a little bit much here for you to comprehend at this moment. So that's all I'm really going to offer you. But look into chakras, look into understanding your chakras and how they work with you, because there's a lot to do with who you are and what you're holding on to and why you're holding on to it, and how it's affecting you physically as well. So focus on your chakras, and that's all of them. And if you don't know what they are, just type into YouTube or anywhere else chakras, and you'll get a basic understanding. And you can work from there. I hope that assists.
And also, I'll give you this. I'll show you something. Here's something I've got. These are a little bit dated, but they're still quite relevant to a degree. I have a series of short videos, okay, which can cut through the chase very quickly. And they're all short, straight to the point. Good reference point. So have a look at that playlist. I think there's 10 or 12 videos. They might assist you. Okay. Hello, Brianna. What are you doing here, hey? Hello. You must be up. Are you up late? Just chilling? What's the weather like where you are? Don't say it's cold and freezing. Say, it's toasty because I got the heater on and I'm warm and chilling. Oh, it's not that late. Okay. Brianna, look, things are shifting, things are changing, things are coming up. Okay. Sometimes we ask us the things that we don't like. What can we be accountable for? What can we change? Okay, there's some things that we struggle in areas, and we've got to get to the bottom of it and start to dig deep and find out, okay, well, am I struggling in this area, or do I need to pay it more attention? Okay, because at the moment, there's some stuff that's getting glazed over. We all do it. We keep ourselves super busy in areas. I'm a master at keeping myself busy in areas and avoiding other areas. I'm a master at it. Okay. And it just doesn't, at the end of the day, there's no way around it. We can't avoid stuff. Okay. Because at the moment, I've got the winter card inverted, take care of your needs. There's some stuff that you need to do. There's some stuff that you need to heal. There's some stuff that you need to do. There's some shadow work, feeling emotional and health. Okay. Okay. Your bottom card is the Knight, be brave and honest. So look, time is running out. The shift's coming. And ready or not, here it comes. Okay. And I know that you want to be ready. Okay. As the changes are coming, there's some things that you need to get on top of. Okay. So I've got the Shield Maiden here. Make plans and focus. This is to do with healing. This is to do with emotion, physical, mental, spiritual, all the above. Okay. There's some stuff that you've been putting off, and the universe is saying, hey, time to get a plan into action and get this stuff that you've been putting off happening. Okay. And get it into control. Okay. Because there's a lot of stuff we can do. There's a lot of stuff we can do. With health and all sorts. There's so much we can do. Okay. Like health. There's so much we can do. Get onto the medical. Start watching this guy. He's got a good book out called Cleanse to Heal. Okay. Get this guy's book, Cleanse to Heal, but I'll just give you this. This has been a game changer for me too. Okay, look up this guy, Anthony Williams. Okay, and get onto the change and just be brutally honest and don't stop putting things off, Brianna. and things will start falling into place. And also you'll gain a lot more clarity. Okay. I mean, people, we live in a world where they bombard us and they drop all sorts of stuff up into the atmosphere and put in our food. When was the last time you did a heavy metal cleanse? We should be doing it, God, all the time in this day and age. It's ridiculous. Just to keep our vessels clear and working closer to optimum. I hope that's helped you. Yes, and I know you can transmute it. Sorry, Stathi.
Yeah. I don't know what to actually say to you. You know, I think that there's a lot that's already been said to you. Going back, see you on here all the time, and so much has been said. It's where you are at this moment and what you need to be dealing with. So you need to face things for what they are. You need to look at them and question yourself. Why have you put yourself in this situation? Why are you choosing to experience what you're experiencing now? What is your lesson in this? There is always a reason for something, and doesn't mean we're going to always see it, but we can look into it and find out why one has put oneself in the situation that they're in. For what it is to be, well, it's not as yet. So whatever we say, we're either going to create the situation on a positive or a negative. So how you think is really what's going to be very important. If you feel that you're going to come out of this and everything is good and this is exactly what you require as an experience for your growth, then that's what it's going to be. If you think it's going to knock you down and you're not going to be able to do anything, well, that's what it's going to be as well. So this is how you think and how you react to the situations at hand. So learn, why have you actually put yourself in the position that you're in? Look into yourself and ask those questions deeply.
Go and get him, Brianna. Go and get him, girl. You got this.
Hi, Alicia. You've come to the end of the show, so it will be very quick for you as well.
Are you stressed, Alicia? What are you stressed about? What are you stressed about? I'm trying to work out if it's Alicia's stressed or Brianna's just like, oh God, shit, I got so much to do right now. What am I picking up?
Let's keep your focus on Alicia. Brianna's gone. Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do, Alicia? What do you want to do? You need guidance? Fine. Love reading it is then.
What?
What?
Love reading.
I don't do love readings on this show.
Oh, no.
Look, deep down inside, you want to know what to do. Okay, from what I see in front of me, Alicia, you've both lost yourself. Okay? You've both lost yourself. Okay? You've both lost your identity. It's about your marriage. And this is what happens is when we avoid things in our life and we throw ourselves and we become codependent, and there's nothing wrong with a beautiful marriage or when things come together. But at the moment, You both have lost yourself. You've lost your passion. Okay? You want to ignite the passion between yous? The only way to do it is to both ignite the passion for yourselves. You have to ignite the passion for you. You have to love you and ignite what's in your heart. And he has to do the same for what he's doing. He's not taking care of his needs. He's committed to you. But he's waiting to respond to you. But you at the moment, what do you want to do? Okay? You got to think of the big picture. You think of the voice in your soul. What does the voice in your soul say? What do you want out of life? Find yourself, and you'll find out where the marriage goes, what fits in. For the moment, I've got the peacekeeper. Things are what they are. Let go of the need to be right. It doesn't matter who's right, who's wrong, who said, they said. That's all bullshit. It's got nothing to do with it. Okay? When we grasp onto who's doing the right thing, who's doing the wrong thing, we're not acting in love. We're acting in judgment. And then we're saying they're responsible for the way I feel about me. If someone else is responsible for the way that you feel about you, it's pretty much game over. Okay? Then we got this is where codependency happens. We're after validation from the other person are responsible for the way that we feel about ourselves and how we feel about ourselves. But you've got some choices to make. You have to choose your path right now. You have to let go of anything that you think that you know, and you have to look at the big picture in life. Okay? Because yes, he loves you and he's devoted to you. But if he can't love himself, you can't make him love himself. This is what you have to find out for yourself. This is what you have to choose for yourself. No one can make this choice for you but you. This is the unknown that you have to embrace. This is the unknown that you have to step into. Okay? And if you can't make the choice, you give away your power and let someone else make the choice for you. And then when the choice doesn't work out, you can blame them. But that's what a victim does. And you're not here to be the victim. That's not love. That's not even close. Okay? But you've created indecision because it's stressful and it's a big thing. It's so much inside your head. You're so thinking about it that you've created this big burden, this big weight over yourself. But you've created indecision because you're too much in here. You're going to become from here, come from your heart. What does your heart say? You've got to work that out. But you're so clouded. You've got to do some sorting. You've got to help yourself. You've got to clear yourself. And that stops by stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about what you think you know, what you think you believe. And the answer will come to you. But not when you're thinking about it. Because the answer has come to you. But it's like finding a needle in a haystack because you've got so many thoughts going on about it. What is there to learn? What do you need to learn? What are you not seeing? Okay? But set your sights higher. There's more to life. Okay? I'm sorry to say this, but I'm not sorry to say this. You have to let go of what you think is right. You have to let go of what you think is wrong. You have to let go of what you think you know. You have to let go of whatever belief systems you have. You have to clear your mind and create a space and wait for the answer to drop in. You'll know what to do when it comes to the time. You'll know what it is that you need to do. But if you keep analysing everything that comes into your head and trying to argue with it, you're just going around in circles. You already have the answer. The answer's already within inside of you. It's just written down on a piece of paper, but you've put another 1,000 pieces of paper on the desk in front of you, and now you can't find the right answer. You got to clear the desk. Okay? And do not, I repeat, this is your choice entirely. But if you go and get a reading and someone tells you what to do, they shouldn't. No one should be telling you what to do. Make the choice for you. That is dangerous ground. Okay? When people do stuff like that, I'm not going to go into it, but then you're putting other things in charge. And you're a sovereign being. So you're going to be in charge of this choice. Alicia. I hope that's helped.
Identity loss. What I keep picking up is identity loss. We've lost your identity. I lost you. When two people get together, they accommodate for each other. And through that accommodation, we lose ourselves. Because then we're no more an individual, we're a couple. And we do everything as a couple. As we get along, things start to happen where we start to realize something is missing. And the main thing that is missing is truly ourselves. Because we've left that individual that we are, person that we are, to go into a couple relationship. And now we start to do what we want for the other person who works both ways. Time to find who you are again, to remember who you are. And need to go back, then as someone else. Who are you as an individual? What is it you want as an individual? And does the other individual encourage you to be yourself? Can you find that part of you that enjoys things without the other party? Can you do things on your own? Or do you require? So there is a shift coming, there is a change, and there's a massive change coming. It's for everyone, but you have your own personal change, just like everybody does. Yours is a personal one, but it is of a collective as well. Shifting, changing, altering our surroundings, altering the way that we did things. You are at that point now. You need to find, look, he has to, you have to find your individuality and see how that individuality works. Might have worked as a group, as a couple, might have worked for so long, but that at some stage starts to become stale, and you're probably at that stale stage because you're not doing what is right for you, you're doing what is right for everyone else. That's what relationships are. There's nothing right, there's nothing wrong about it, it just is what it is. Once you start doing things that are right for you, now this is where you find whether you need to change or not. Do you want to hold on to the way that has been, or do you want to move forward? If you're moving forward means that somebody else comes along with your journey, that's great. Does your moving forward mean you're doing this on your own? Something you have to find out for yourself. Are you holding on to things which were things great yesterday, they're not great today? Well, they were great, they're not great. So what is it that's going to make it great again? What is it that you yourself are truly after? What is it that you're looking for yourself? More than likely, it is you're looking for, your individuality. When you find somebody who can respect and appreciate that individuality, things will work. If you're in just a routine, well, it won't work because that routine is going to be broken once you start to look at yourself again. Is that where you are? So there is so much that spending time speaking, of course, it always reveals a lot more. Where do you want to be? What do you want for yourself? And do you want to know who you are? Because what you've been doing hasn't worked, and now it's time to change the way you've been doing things. So start to look at what is right for you. And what is right for you, if it's right for the other, that's great. If it's not, you still need to do what is right for you. Other than that, I don't have anything else to add. Yeah, I hope that helps. But it does feel that you're just at a change in your life, and that change is what's dominating your being at this moment. You have to really look at that, because something is being presented, and not everything that's presented is with somebody else. It could be something that you need to do on your own, and that might change the way things are going on your own as well.
Okay. I think that's yep.
That's the last.
That's the last. Thank you everyone for coming to the show. Thank you for your support. Thank you for those people that donated, exchange of energies. We love you all, except for that person over there. I don't know who you are. I love you anyway. Okay, people. So it's goodbye
Have a
from
great
me.
weekend, everyone.
Yep. And don't forget to subscribe and set up for notifications. So next time you need some guidance or just that little push or that little spiritual kick up the little spiritual butt, we'll be here to assist you. So until then, people, it's bye from me.
Bye from me. And guys, subscribe, whatever you do, and all that, and join us. Things are coming up as well. I'll be coming back live soonish. Have been doing a lot of things. If you guys aren't censoring yourselves, there's a lot of energy out there at this moment, and to really work with the energy that's out there, which is positive. It is a positive. You just have to find it within yourselves and resonate with it. There's much happening. The world is going to be what the world is as we see it. We can't change it. There are others who are making decisions for us, but we don't have to react to what is occurring. So keep your focus to yourself, to your surroundings in the present moment, and what will be presented, you'll be able to deal with it a lot easier. And yes, Mandy, shall see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
See you,
Until
Mandy.
next time.
Bye.
Magic fingers.